dark.
Turn the
Recording.
lights
Words
off.
to night
If you
people.
can't see, turn the bloom and the lens flare off.
Depends.
It's a bit brighter now. What are these?
Then
Music, lights.
I don't
And
know.
fucking
Computer, so.
leg trackers being, foot trackers being dipshits.
Dookie.
Oh, my knees hurt.
Yeah, I was supposed to bring Lila here at some point. That's funny. Why? I'm not... The boundary's here.
give me a bit.
Oh, fuck! I'm in this one.
God damn it,
Here,
Juan.
30 minutes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ugh. You did want me to help you fix it, and then you said, nah, eyesight.
How? Listen, would we have to redo all the animations and all of the
Oh,
other
no.
shit? All of...
Nah.
Alright, then I might ask you to help me with that tomorrow.
Because literally all this is you go in a blender, and
Just
it's
a
a weight
weight.
painting problem, because that vertex is weighted to that leg instead of that one.
Oh, let me get something.
And then all of these are weighted to the wrong portion.
Yeah. So
And then there's one inside my head somewhere that's weighted to
So
the
these will
chest
be
somewhere.
weighted to this bone here instead of the shin. Same with that's weighted to this shin instead of that one, and then whatever's in your head will be on like a neck or something instead of the head. So it's just like
Okay.
too many components being in the wrong place. Where are we going? Fuck. Oh, you're there.
The center?
Okay.
My shit on? I think my shit's on.
Yeah.
Oh, fluffy thing.
Oh.
Wait. You haven't been here before, have you?
No, never at all.
Uh-uh. You know, when we go down to Orlando Soccer and all that stuff, you look up and you see some of the big floating mountain things and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those.
Oh. Right.
Although if you look behind you, you can buy like all sorts of like, well, around here there's different people, there's like vendors and shit. You can buy different like magical items and that kind of stuff. So we had to come here for work at the Nine Heavens to get some magical defense kind of stuff for the place.
Fair enough.
Won't go into detail for all of it, but that's, yeah. And they have a decent bar and stuff inside as well.
Yeah. It's very pretty up here.
It's a bit cloudy today.
Yeah.
The big crystal thing can
It's
flux
a bit
hard sometimes.
A little bit. Oh lord.
For me, it's just in this direction in general, but that's the direction I was going to go. Look around, see if there's anything going on. No, inside. Yeah, let's just go inside. Maybe the flux will be more forgiving.
Hoping.
You okay? You look a little more...
Nothing, I just accidentally clicked a YouTube video on my phone.
Last time I saw you, you weren't so burnt. Right.
It's a healing process. I'll be fine at a time.
This place is also like really friggin' big. There's like a fighting arena and stuff down that way. There's like a cool airship thing over there. There's some more stuff out that way, and I've never been over there yet.
Especially because your gun makes such a fun little pop sound when you summon it.
I mean, that just works for anything I conjure for such a weapon, you know.
You still have the long stick.
I mean, I do. It's very good.
I appreciate that.
These guys are new.
Thank you for down payment.
Yo, you sure this isn't just you sitting in an illusion of you standing there?
I'm not sure. I think I was I think I had this arena at this place. I'm really trying to make a coffee and like check out it.
Oh,
It's a really big arena.
I gotta go like it.
It doesn't matter. Make a coffee.
Come on.
Well, apparently I'm going on a field trip to go
Field trip.
Use me.
Well, I mean, they're just universal. They're a fucking problem everywhere, it seems. I'm surprised you haven't had more issues with sense. Considering, you know.
We don't have to text and check unless we actually go see you.
Like, over here, synthetics just kind of walk about, you know.
You want anything?
Yeah,
without trying to infiltrate.
I think she kind of got stuck watching Stormtroopers.
For you or harder for you.
Oh.
Understand. Like I said, it's not them where the sense where I'm talking about have artificial skeleton and then flesh.
I'll go this way.
I mean, why not just prick them with a needle?
So many people in the bar.
They do bleed.
How you doing?
What?
Hey, good. What can I do for you?
You know how to make okay, so you mean like they literally are.
You cannot tell.
Thinking I want a coffee. If Ader's making them over there.
I'm just getting tea.
Check out the library.
Yeah, why can I not?
I don't know why. I don't know why that's all the way over here, but.
But you know, a whole two
thank you.
motherfuckers have X-ray machines.
Let me go.
Hey, Gren, how you doing?
Like you think like what are they called?
I'm alive.
You think that picks up?
Here. So this is a menu of the coffees we got. Don't pick it up because your brain will hurt.
Can't say I have. At least if
I will keep my hands behind my back.
Come on.
Like
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm having a mildly real quick.
You know what? An espresso sounds nice.
Because that's a coffee in there.
Espresso. Okay.
Something simple.
Hey, Ader.
You sure you don't want anything?
Trust the auto dogs.
Yeah.
Fucking hate it here. Symptomatics.
Alright, do you want anything?
Competition
I ain't accepting
No, thank you. I'm alright.
crazy.
No? Alright. Alright.
I forget who made the auto dog.
Thank you. What? I swear, this.
when I had to get
I'm
my
sorry, I will work out the issue.
For, the caravanning.
I don't know why the coffee takes
They had me
so
get one of those to administer. It was that and then drink a new cola.
Are you making espresso?
I think the new cola is more for emotional support.
What's up, Charles?
Oh, I mean, it's
you deal with being fucking stuck.
Okay.
Howdy.
Well, what you have to do to make an actual, like, you know, proper coffee is you get the espresso like that, and then it's essentially just espresso into that cup, and then add milk.
The wars are
To taste.
Espresso. They want an espresso.
Oh, if you just want an espresso, I didn't even need to steam the fucking milk then. Yeah.
Ader.
What?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
You could say that you have espresso.
Okay. I'm going to shoot you on principle, Ellie.
I got it.
You want an espresso there, Tibbs? There you go.
Yeah. It's just
One shot of espresso.
Damn war.
I tell you,
Actually.
Jason and I got fucking shot at the other day.
Wow. I never paid for it yet. How much?
It's
You can talk to whoever else.
You had us wait, it was like either traffic or something.
Thank you.
With you out
It's been a while since I've talked to you guys.
You found me.
Yeah. It's been
Pit boy and all.
been busy, somewhat.
I swear. I need more milk.
I don't think I've really ever spoken.
This is an incredibly tiny.
The milk loves you.
She was at the MMR a
Absolutely
few
loves
times
you.
where we've been there. We've talked. This is incredibly tiny.
I will look into getting bigger cups. Espressos are usually tiny.
I'm more afraid that I'm going to break the cup than anything else.
You're fine.
I'm big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I've spoken to you at MMR much, but I know I think we interacted there.
Yourself to make yourself look smaller, but I can actually make you smaller.
I'm not sure.
I came and visited a couple times.
I can shrink them.
I've only been to the cathedral once. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed back on there. I don't think I am.
Like 6'1", 6'2", maybe 6'3".
I would.
Automatically come
I
back.
don't know why you wouldn't be allowed, but
Yeah, what's
Just to,
did something happen or?
as well as just to make
So
sure
I
you
hate the fact
accidentally,
that,
I
can
No, I feel like I need to know someone that's there,
I don't think.
Put whipped cream on.
or I'm allowed to be there when they're there. I don't know.
Ironically enough, they look like cupcakes. From outside,
Bitter.
I saw them. It was Gun's first question.
there you go.
What they
Tiny,
were
tiny, tiny cup.
And
Thank you.
that was big.
Thank you. It was caffeinated as fuck.
was there.
Oh,
So, as you know, as you probably don't
gonna do one of those
Gun's way experiment
and fight the flux.
to see how best
Constant battle.
situate their population.
I wish
so
I could
that
kick
way
it.
we can
Yeah.
grab
This fucking espresso machine. Come around.
I wish I could kick it, but I'm crippled in my leg.
Great fucking barista. I know what I'm fucking doing.
You know, I can walk, I can't like, put my leg.
It's okay. In every way, shape, or form. I fucking hate this. Okay? I'm allowed to be angry.
I'm gonna turn you into a
No, you only
I will skin you like this
Just imagine
fucking
I'm-
milk cat, yo. I swear to shit, bitch.
Alright, what's the old man yelling about over here?
What are you trying to do?
What is he yelling about?
It wouldn't make sense.
So I can actually pour it into this.
Post-apocalyptic shelters that were actually experiments by a genocidal government designed on how to best situate their society to survive a nuclear bombardment.
Fucking drink. Get fucked.
The one under our capital was genetic experiments on humans with rad-resistant animals.
Concern.
I can add extra chocolate if needed.
Everyone's just as fucked up as where Arzix comes from.
Fucking principle, I'll do it.
No, not even close. If you dare situate that again, I will politely say that your boyfriend is being weird.
When isn't he, honestly?
Is it because of the milk specifically?
Fuck, there goes that line of attack.
I'm sure they'd be happy to hear that.
Shit.
Everything's weird.
Guardsman?
Anyway,
Back to the story of us getting shot.
not the female one. Yeah, the Valky goes with y'all, gets shot.
So,
It was real slow.
I have a way of getting back, right?
I had to tune into like a radio signal and do a certain fucking hop and skip, right? You know, you gotta tap your fucking ruby
Same
shoes
here.
together. There's no place like home.
Yeah, sure.
And, I fucked up the frequency.
Got it a little off.
Okay.
It was one of those things like you're handling like a decimal. You know how it goes like, oh, 105.3, but you put in 105.5.
I did one of those, right? And it took us about farther southeast than I was expecting to. I was trying to get us outside of a city known as Toga, right? Just north of it. I got us south of a town called Megaton.
And on our way back, I got our
think
bearings
Cupcakes
at a
mentioned
Red
that one.
Rocket. Yeah, I got our bearings at a Red Rocket. This chick that
Okay.
was at the Red Rocket had a bear.
All new, or have you had
A
those?
bear.
I don't.
I mean, listen,
With one
was
head
it friendly?
And hair. Yes.
Yeah, that's a Yaogwai.
But it had I've seen Yaogwai. This was not a Yaogwai.
I was laughing at his suffering.
Oh, you mean like it had actual hair? Just had actual. Okay.
Fourth dimensional issue. Ow.
Oh, of course.
Anyway,
Are you okay?
neither nor there. We got the directions. We start heading off.
Yeah, no,
Machine gun
just, you know,
fire from
it's like my
right
head's
face.
tied to something.
hits
Oh,
my fucking
yeah.
pack, grazes fucking Jason.
Yeah.
We get Kane,
Like a,
push
you know.
him down, you know. Kane pulls out a 10mm and a laser pistol. And
Do you want to walk through the library and look for anything? Is there any sort of magical stuff you need to look at?
I mean, I don't mind looking in general.
Coffee machine. You don't need to stay behind.
Scared him off, but we didn't fucking
I'll come back and give him some more shit later.
The closer we get to Megaton, the better.
Well, he'll give you shit.
Oh, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Hanging out today?
That table's never coming.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, you can make,
Sounds good. Need anything? Don't feel
I
call.
guess they were raiders. Didn't really get a good look at them.
I just wanted...
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, library's kind of big.
Oh, shit.
So, like I said, is there anything you might need in particular? I know, you don't like using your magic and stuff a lot, but probably find some research into some of the things here.
Research into...
Ader, the zombie guy, is really good with all of this stuff. He's a wealth of information for sure.
Oh my god, it's huge.
I would rather not get cursed by the owner, who just so very nicely was like, you can use the hourglass.
I'm gonna be
for free."
honest. I doubt many libraries would have any information on people like me. You know?
True.
I'm trying to think if there is anything I need.
If there were to be a place, this would be it, though.
Actually, we can just ask them if
It's actually really pretty in here. I like it. I like the smell of libraries. They're kind of nice.
Musty old books?
Yeah, I like the smell of paper. I'm weird like that.
I guess it is a very unique
Are you perhaps
smell.
just overwhelmed by choice?
Why, do you not have a favorite smell?
Would you prefer if I pick something?
I mean,
Very well. How about the mythology section then?
not really. I've kind of don't really have much of a sense of smell anymore.
We're going to go to the mythology.
You can't smell?
I can.
I want to go there too.
I can, it's just not as good as it used to be. All the different
Different, like, you know, things that you do that would hinder smell? What you're getting at?
That's one way to put it at. All the different places I've been. Listen, there's some smells on a battlefield you just don't you never forget.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I smelled too much as a dragon. Ow. It's funny, I can smell some people from miles away.
Sometimes. I believe it. But this is obviously my favorite section, so.
I wonder why.
Actually gotten some useful things there.
Oh, they got Spriggans.
How's this look? That's basically a picture book.
Oh.
Trees.
think I've got what I need. Nina's very good with oral history, but some of the details she does skimp. So, I'm trying to find out more about my mother tree and, well, the race I'm technically a part of now. Not technically, literally.
Find anything?
Nah.
Oh.
Not what I would be after anyway. I found my people tend to be typically rare, and I haven't found anything on us.
Yes, I can.
Okay, 6, so that's 3.
Always ask.
Yeah.
Would you like me to carry them?
I'm, you know, socially awkward though. So.
And you know the best way to get over that?
Do you want more than one?
Talking to people.
He's here for now.
Okay.
Yeah. But, you know, also no.
Hey, everyone was telling me you were having a great time and we're talking to plenty of people at the meat rack.
Yeah.
Exactly do.
That was when I was tired and not thinking about anything. Now I'm awake
appreciate
and I'm
very
thinking about
well,
things.
At least not with
Ah, you're doing that overthinking thing again. Got it.
I can take care of it.
We
Thank you.
walk, move, get your.
Okay. Don't get mad at me because I'm right.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, that one's up.
Shit, this is the wrong way. Oh wow.
More things to look at. More shit to possibly find.
Pretty much. This place is a maze to me, though.
I don't know half of those words.
Abjuration, evocation, transmutation, Jesus. Beginning magic, spell casting. Alright.
It's mostly just a lot of magic stuff, huh? Well, obviously this is a fucking place.
I
for
mean,
magic, duh.
that's what this place is for.
Yes, I did. That did click in my brain once again.
Right, I actually did need to speak to Ader back up in the bar. I wonder if we can loop around this way to get there. I have no clue where this goes.
Okay.
It goes outside.
Someone yelled out that it goes outside before you left. Fluxing, oh my god. Look in this direction.
Should I,
Hmm?
Let's go back in this way.
Let's go back inside. It's a good idea.
Before the flux eats you.
Yep. Maybe I should ask if they have anything on dragons here. Because,
I mean, they might tell you to go to this place called Dragonspire I keep hearing about, but I've never been.
Surprisingly, even though I've been a dragon for like 86 years, I don't actually know a whole lot about being a dragon. There's some things that I experience I don't understand, so I wanna, you know.
I'm thinking Dragonspire would be a good place for you to go look at, but I never hear good things about, well, It's not that I hear bad things about the place, it's that I hear bad things about what's under the place.
Right. And then you're gonna be all...
Right, I'm gonna try that door and see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping it's that door. I like being right.
Of course you do.
How's the job hunting going?
Decent. It's... I've had to apply for a few, like, things, like Saphira document crap that I don't have that I should have.
Any places in particular?
Like an ID. I have one, it's just not from here.
Oh.
It's like old as well.
I mean, yeah, I have my old military ID. I don't really have a Zafira ID because I'm not a resident down here. Well, I'm not a resident from here, but I have an official ID, and it works. Well, so far it's worked.
And any other ID I'd have is from my early days.
Doesn't mean
I
it
don't
always
wanna-
will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I don't want to be associated with it.
We do sell bags of holding here.
Oh, hey. How have you been? Been a while.
Would you like one for yourself?
And then they deal with their own problem called the overpicture, like
Because I know we can get hold of
God.
stuff that's a bit higher level,
but they
but
look like
it's
Okay.
really fucking expensive again.
shuffle around
I'm
like
pretty sure you lost fucking credit card
Reminds
privileges.
me of another vault act.
Have-
but
just
not one
stay
I
safe,
would
I guess.
ever want to go into. I can tell you that one right now. The legends are terrifying.
Yes, it is.
That's a real good idea.
It's an old vault in the Mojave called Vault 22.
Getting like revivified, probably not too hard. You could get hold of that.
a,
but for
experimental
Not ignoring you, Peep. You just seemed busy. How you doing?
Hi. I'm bored. Hello again.
Hi, bored. I'm
I've been
Viva.
trying to help not bored, but
It's kind of
Good
been
luck
like
with
on and
that.
off working. We've been finding things and then doing said things, engaging in things. But then
And
those
then the
things
things
eventually
that-
stop.
Y'all have a good
Yeah.
night.
If you are
Goodbye.
Bye. What the fuck?
Fell asleep in the Lost Acres.
and
Ah.
apparently he
Like in
got
the- in the-
transformed into that.
This place is fine.
In the little,
Wait, who is that?
you know,
And try not to
Jason.
running around.
What?
That's Jason?
Like I
Yeah.
said, never go
Fell
there.
asleep
fall
in the,
Don't fall asleep in the hot springs.
Yeah.
there's a
Okay.
Lost Acres.
I do the medical side of things. When it comes to curative magic,
You think he turned me into an actual dog?
fucking spells. One of them is not even
I don't know.
No, I'm probably turning you into a human.
Weird.
Can't say I've heard of that one.
I'm gonna come over here and sit next to the one of the old men.
Y'all wanna sit on the other side of the seat so we can all look at each other?
I'll do that.
That's a question for
Like,
Dylan. When
like
We can all
easier-
stare at a
Conversation.
I could swing around.
Then you guys have to spin. I have to spin. Oop.
It's always time to spin. So anyway, Vault 94, the Strangler Heart.
Yeah, so
Go
yeah,
on.
so hear me out.
So
Vault
you guys are
94
just sharing stories of your home, is what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
Yes, we're welcome to Old Man Out.
context, so these vaults, you already heard they had experiments and stuff. Vault 94
Yeah.
is from a few hours south of where I'm from, and what happened there was it was an agricultural vault. They were growing things and everything like that. But their test was to like blindly trust the outsiders. Their door was forced to open after a couple years, and they had to go out and establish connections. They go out and establish connections with the settlement. Settlement thinks that they're full on bullshit and about this vault. Oh, we have food. Oh, we're growing these things. Oh, it's a utopia. Who's gonna believe that, right? So the people that they sent with them to be these ambassadors were actually a raiding party in disguise. They massacred the vault.
Are you trying to get that?
Simply put, they just ripped through them. The vault didn't know better, you know. They weren't exposed to the harshness of like topside. And what happened was there was a device in there called Gek. There was a Gek in there.
Let me check.
And during the massacre,
a Garden of Eden creation kit.
Yeah, during the massacre, their Gek was what was being used to help maintain the agriculture in here, right? And the Gek is like a terraforming tool almost. During this, some of the Volties started fighting back after a while. They realized, oh, we're all going to die. We can't let this happen. And in the fighting, the Gek gets damaged. So this damaged Gek started mutating the plant life into what's known as the Strangler Heart. We had to send a couple expeditions in there for like almost like disaster relief because it started growing out, taking over other bunkers and stuff, and it could take over local wildlife, mostly like mirelurks and things like that. But it was just a weird, nasty swamp plant that could just get fucking everywhere. So if you go around, it's called like we nicknamed the swamp the mire. If you ever go through it, if you can avoid the fucking gulpers, you'll see like the trees are covered in like orange like vines and tendrils. If you go into the bunkers, you'll see like it poking through the concrete and stuff like that.
Jesus. Nasty shit.
Y'all's home just sounds more. Don't want to insult the place. Sounds fucked up.
Who knew a place after bombs
you ain't
drop would sound
wrong.
fucked up? Yeah, you're not wrong at all with that.
Listen, there's plenty of worlds where I'm from that have been bombed to. I guess Tachanka's kind of just
I was
as
about to
shitty.
say,
if not
everything
worse.
you've said about Tachanka sounds about like it.
I mean, giant
Except
worms
the
that
Kogan seem to
spit
enjoy the
fucking-
nuclear war.
Yeah, they like. I think they just like the mushroom clouds. Let's be real.
Jesus. I mean, hey,
But they
something
can
about
also
the
survive
people.
in the radiation and all of that. So.
We can't let them back home. They'd have too much fun.
From what you've told me about super mutants, I think they would like to pick a fight with them just to make a point.
By the way, the crow. Do you know what a turtle is?
Yeah.
So the Krogan are like battle turtles. They're. I think you said
they're
they're
like
like 7
aqua.
feet tall, roughly.
Yeah.
They vary in height in here.
They're intelligent.
not
They
what I
can
was
use
trying to
weapons.
do.
They develop stuff.
There we go.
They do all that sort of stuff.
But
That's a hologram of a Krogan.
Huh.
They're naturally armored and generally mean
Don't they
tempered.
regenerate too?
Yes. They also have like quadruple redundant organs.
except for
So
the
they
balls. I thought you
evolved
said
in
they
a
only
harsh
had another
world.
pair.
Why do you have
Why would
to?
you focus
Why
on
do you
that?
care about that? Why do you care about that?
Because I thought it was funny.
Yes.
What?
They have 4 balls. It is funny, but that is. Why is that the first thing you focus on?
Because I guess people
again,
find
I
it.
just thought it.
People find it funny, I guess.
Again,
Like,
just
"Oh,
Someone
testicles."
referring to that region as their quads. Listen. I'm after. I don't go through. I don't tell y'all what bullshit happens to me, I'm allowed to have my dumb fun, please. Please.
Yeah.
Y'all can play golf. I can make fun of someone for calling their balls a quad.
Don't make me play fucking golf again.
It wasn't
What's
that
wrong
bad.
with golf?
Never played golf
It's way too boring.
You won the
last time I
last
was on
time
a
we
golf
played.
course, I think I was being attacked by a group of
Andrew's not allowed to win
Yeah,
at everything,
no.
okay?
There was like a golf resort that was used as a base in the Mojave that I was supposed to be stationed at, but I didn't make it there.
There's a
You
golf
know
resort.
you know how he gets.
Virginia called White
And you're
Spring,
definitely
right?
not more competitive.
And what it was supposed to be
Okay.
was it was a resort for like the hoity-toity politician type. So the weird
Okay.
thing, this is gonna sound really fucking strange. Wasteland. You got places known as the Ash Heap, the Savage
Wasteland
Divide,
in all directions.
the Mire.
The Savage
White Spring is all green.
Think
The
they
grass
maybe
is
stole a
fake.
deck? Oh, well that'd fucking
Yeah.
do it.
But it's automated security. It's we got Protectrons, some Gutsies and stuff, and they're friendly.
Well, I mean,
towards
let me
humans.
guess. It's the the security's friendly towards humans. Okay.
Yeah, if it's
I
a
mean,
white
guess that
painted
don't suck.
vine, it probably won't shoot you, but it'll shoot the feral chasing you.
Always a nifty trick.
Once more.
A lot of people try to turn it
Unless
into
cupcakes in the group. So
Nothing going on in the arena?
I found automated security doesn't.
There
I think,
is
oh
nothing
no,
it
okay,
is
we'll do
Aries
that,
and what
and if
automated
not,
security treats me
I'll
as.
say what I was going to say.
Sometimes
probably
they
look
shoot
at
me,
you and
sometimes
just
they don't.
mistaken for
Error.
things, I guess. Yeah.
Error! Chihuahua
Because they
spotted
recognize-
on corporate property.
Because sometimes they ID me as non-feral because I'm not like fucking like 4 legs sprinting like fucking feral dog chasing after someone. If I approach calmly, they're normally alright, but sometimes they do just open fire. Because ghouls present themselves as hostile.
Sorry, by the
Feral
way,
ghouls
that you
present
did
themselves as
kind of
hostile.
just stumble into us talking about home,
Oh, yeah, I should
but hey,
probably introduce myself. I just
Yeah.
realized I haven't done
How
that.
about that?
I'm Carter. As you
Carter,
can tell, I'm from where Charles is from.
I'm Tiberius. We kinda met. I think you
Yeah,
stopped
I was
by.
helping out Bishop, showing him into
As
the
I
building.
was saying, we've
we got
done
caught
and
up in
walked and gone everywhere there is to go walk and do. And we're back at square one, which is nothing, because there's nothing to do.
Do you want to join our conversation?
Sure. You might
It's
have
story
lunch.
time with Carter and.
Did you actually forget my fucking name?
You have a
No,
concussion.
I can't help but
I was-
feel an
no, I was
overwhelming
trying to
sense of
decide
shortness
which
on this table.
nickname I was going
Yeah,
to go with.
I put myself a little higher
I was
just
gonna go
because
with-
I felt like down here.
Superman.
Like
Yes, testicle man, got it.
I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
There we
What's wrong
fucking
with the
go.
Testy Festy? What's wrong with that?
Oh god, I've been in the military too long. Okay, moving on.
Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh boy.
I have a feeling I know how the conversation's gonna go for a little bit. We're just gonna start talking about testicles for too long.
No, no.
How can we change this?
I'm still more
So,
curious
wait,
about
no,
some of the
hold on.
crazy shit from your home.
Y'all
'cause
got mole men?
No.
Have you
We
haven't
had
asked, have you
loads
seen
of
Rattle
raccoon
lately?
men.
Huh.
What?
I mean, Rattles with Clark.
Oh, okay. I've seen
I
her
just
a couple
realized
times,
because
just making sure
Charles,
they're okay.
Carter, and Clark.
I don't get any of the context here.
Neither do I.
We're from like kind of
Rattle's someone I know. Everything else is,
like neighboring hometowns.
Ah, I see.
you know,
Yeah.
just the whole fucking continent between us in our little hometown situation.
Yeah.
Just a slight, like, 8-year walk, maybe.
Okay.
Alright, so you were interested about the mutated creatures, so go ahead. Ask, and you shall receive.
Like the X-Men?
Not really, no.
Oh.
Sure. Yeah.
Is it like okay?
that-
Okay. Is it like the X-Men or is it like Cupcake?
Like the Unstoppables, like Cupcake.
I think it's more like
Okay.
Cupcake.
Okay, I can grasp
Brought up
that.
Mirelurks before, and I don't think they've been brought up. What's a
Yeah, I was gonna
Mirelurk
ask-
on the East Coast?
I gotta come over here and kidnap the people.
Mirelurk is they could be hard shell, soft
Chief,
shell.
you're being
It's,
stolen.
You're
being kidnapped. You're being kidnapped.
thing.
I'm
what do you want,
kidnapping you.
it's
Come here.
probably-
Come here.
Okay.
Some have
Maybe I got something to do.
They walk almost like a person.
Some
They have
got-
all the
yeah.
arms. Some have like 4 or 6 because it's got all the fucking.
Yeah, they're more crab.
Yeah. Then you got like queens and kings and hunters.
Yeah, the hunters are bitches. I'll tell you that one right now. Fuck them.
They're crab.
Well, yeah, they're pretty well. I mean, they
people, but
yeah, they don't have the intellect of people. Otherwise, it would be a little bit bad that I made surf and turf with them that one time. But no, I mentioned it in a comms network we share, and of course, Arzix was all for it. Everyone else kind of did the polite thing. They're scared of home cooking.
We're not scared of home cooking. We're scared of your home cooking. There's a fucking difference.
home cooking involves radioactive The only thing you gotta worry about, maybe a little, is maybe iguana.
I didn't serve iguana. I know the stories. We've all heard the stories of the chosen one.
Irradiated meat, not
It
good for
wasn't
regular
irradiated
consumption.
anymore.
The meat gets treated. I do know. Charles does that.
Aren't you the
But they were a little perturbed by the gecko.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is you're the soup guy? Like that's your kind of thing. Like,
Yeah,
I
ironically
don't know
enough,
if you,
the
do you know how to
first
cook anything
the
that
first
isn't soup?
Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, I did. I cooked 3 different meals. I cooked Brahmin Wellington. People did actually eat that one until I said that it was made of a cow that had 2 heads. There was rad gecko steak. Very nice, very nice. And then there was some caravan lunches, but by the point that I started serving those, everyone was already like, nah, nah.
I don't know why. That sounds so nice.
I ain't
But that's also
having
coming
this.
from a dragon,
They
so like
are.
I eat anything. Gotta be honest with you.
They are very nice.
Yeah, that they were scared.
You ever had
The thing
stuffed
that gets
gopher foot?
people though. No, I haven't. Gulpers aren't that common where I'm from. I'm not that coastal.
Okay. It's
I'm
probably- it's
coastal,
probably like that
like
weird,
beach coastal, not
humidity.
swamp coastal.
Gotcha. For me, it's a mix. There's beach and then there's swamps. It just depends on north or south.
Nah. The thing that really gets people, y'all wanna truly lose your lunch. I can tell you something. So, you ever heard of a fire ant before?
We went over this.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is for y'all then. So, fire ants back home are a little bit more than just tiny little bastards that sting a little bit more.
Oh wait, I remember this.
They're about half as long as this I have gotten old, haven't I?
A little bit.
Did I tell you of the
I've
fire?
already told
the-
everyone this story.
Did I tell you of the fire ants from some of the planets that I've been to? I'll try for naming one of them. There are these creatures called Clixin, and they breathe fire. And more importantly is when they die, they combust violently.
That sounds fun.
Okay, so
And
they
what's
don't
even
leave.
worse than
they
that-
don't leave the thorax juice.
No, it's also toxic if you eat it, so I mean, no.
Is that a joke?
But, but the big ones that they come from,
found that one funny, huh?
we just called them, I think we just called them harvesters, but they had these giant the nickname was worm necks. They had these giant, like, worm-like head, but they had, like, wings and a lot of legs. And they would just shit out the clicks in, basically. They would land and, like, the eggs would hatch, and then a lot of times they, trying to eat you or some shit, but big red creature flying around, they would spit fire, and they could also... I don't think they exploded. I think they kind of they grew once they like matured. They got past the whole combustion part.
Self-explosion thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing the smart thing. There we go.
I think I haven't seen one of those in a while. I haven't been home in a while, so.
You know what? Actually,
yeah,
we should do something. All three of us. Weirdest dish. Go.
Fuck.
Ah.
Wait, do you mean like from
where you're from?
People?
From where you're from?
Oh, does it have? Yeah, are we limited to my kind or
something you can eat without dying?
Okay.
Roasted scorched beast brain.
Guys, I've ever heard of a scorched beast before.
Picture a death claw, but a bat.
I want to fight it.
No,
Sorry,
you don't.
That was,
it's why I got all the fucking pokes, prods, and needles, is to stop that thing from fucking with me. When scorched beasts fuck with you or attack you, there's a good chance that, like, it emits, like, a weird, like, radiation or something goes on, and it fucking turns you to what we call scorched. You look like, you're kind of like a ghoul, you're kind of there, kind of not, but you're, like, a slave to the bats. And, like, you're forced to listen to them, and it affects everything. Humans, Mirelurks, everything but anything except, muties. I've never seen a super mutant or a centaur or any of them, or like a Nasher hit with it, but everything else, the hermit crabs, gulpers, even deathclaws.
Oh god, that one's
not good. Those are resistant to most things. Yeah, that's weird.
That's... From what he's told me of death claws, yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, these things are above the food chain on them. It takes a couple squads to take them down, but it's like we form like it's almost like war parties of like if scorched beasts are active or like a hive becomes active or they're starting to reproduce and we see them moving about again. Sometimes they even just roam, and the underlings pretty much follow just natively. It's like a symbiosis almost. They need the scorched beast. If you kill off a scorched beast and you leave the scorched long enough, they start freezing up and almost look like statues. It's really fucking weird.
Huh.
Yeah, but we would form like little like I don't want to call them war bands, but like there's different like groups. We'll probably get like maybe like 16 to 20 some people together, just to dedicate it to one scorched beast at a time.
Pluck off.
I'm still surprised at the Deathclaw part.
Oh fuck! It was to the point that a vault opened up in West Virginia, and their goal once they found the scorched was they immediately thought, holy shit, this is bad. Let's get our hands on some nukes.
Or we could just like amputate.
Huh?
It's that bad, and then put it back on.
Apparently they want the focus killing off the queen, and the only way to get to the queen is by pretty much nuking their main hive.
Put it off.
That would definitely shake the hornet's nest.
God damn.
That was the idea.
You just gotta...
That would wake me up.
You just gotta like holler.
I got mine, by the way, if I got it. Black blood sausage.
I don't know.
I feel like that's really
Get a little bit of well, yeah. I mean, I think he's already winning unless Tiberius can pull out the W, as the kids can say. What this is food stock, xander root, a little bit of wine, and some mutated fungus, and it's sort of like gelatinous, and you stretch it out into a sausage. It tastes like death, but damn, does it fill your stomach.
Fungus, or is it like that brain-looking stuff?
Brain-looking stuff. At least that's what I use. I mean, fungus is fungus.
I know how to do a coffee, okay? I'm a trained barista.
Yeah, there's brain fungus back home. No, I don't think it's made of brains.
No, it just looks.
It just tastes like brain.
Thing. Where I'm from, we mix it with sugar bombs and call it brain bombs.
I will fucking learn. Fucking nerd.
It's wild.
No, educate yourself.
Alright, so it is a dish that is meant to purposefully be eaten. It's not just something that you've heard or seen.
Well, not alright. I would say something you've made, but I'm not sure how much of a cook you are.
I'm not a good cook at all.
Alright, dish that you've heard of, that you know for a fact is meant for consumption, that you will survive eating.
I mean, there's like these lizard tail things that's like, you know, carnival food kind of deal, is how I would describe it. You know, skewer it on a stick and then roast it, or fry it, or, you know, that kind of stuff. But that's not really that gross. It's actually really tasty, but I don't know. There's a few things that come to mind. When I was on Ilium, I went to this bar once, and the bartender, she said she saw a Krogan drink a liquefied Turian.
You want 5 or you want 3? We'll get a drink later. Let's go to 3. You want 20 back?
And I didn't know how to take that.
Cojones on that guy.
The Krogan are kind of just that personified.
Sorry, I had to take it back.
Yeah.
It was
But
right
no,
there.
I'm trying to think of weird food thing. I mean, like there's all these worm dishes you can get.
I mean, I don't have anything like that. But the weirdest food I've tried on my travels throughout this hellscape we call where we live. Someone once offered me to cook me wyvern. You know, like the material between the wings of a wyvern, like the membrane. Someone offered to make me a fucking sandwich out of that. I'm like, who the fuck, man?
That's saying something.
What the fuck? Hey!
Because he's not a ranger, because it's funnier.
It's just that the intricacy of this was very.
Wait, I thought you were.
And a lot put into it.
Hey, to be fair,
He's not in the actual. He's not in.
Give me a sec. The flux is hitting me a little hard right now.
There is a difference.
Outside of these establishments.
There's a large difference.
Understood.
I know there's a difference, but the flux is stealing him.
How to fix up my crate? That dipshit that opened up at us fucking put holes in my fucking box.
Knows how,
I think we skipped the taxes office, Charles.
No, you scared the
Hi, Charles.
Charles, taxman.
I don't get jack shit.
Well, I guess I'll wait till he gets back.
Anyway,
and
I don't think I should call it your name, but
Yeah, I'm curious to hear
Tiberius
about
and
Viva.
What happens if you stick it inside the
Viva.
lab?
This is Jason. Jason,
Jason.
Tiberius, Viva, and obviously you know Cupcake.
I work with Charles.
I'm sorry.
He's not.
I think Charles is pretty nice. I like him.
I need to go find those tax documents. Just start putting it in
That dead horse is gonna be beaten into a fine powder by the time we're fucking done.
Yeah.
My dad can make a new form of jet with it.
Oh god.
Don't stop. Jet. Please.
That reminds me, one of those, fucking, dragon peeper?
Probably wouldn't be good.
Spire?
Yeah. They want me to get them chems. Just in,
Who wants to get you chems?
They have a warehouse in a town called, Careful. No. Careful.
Can you describe the individual?
Well, I know him. His name's John. He works security for the fucking place.
John.
They keep hearing about Dragonspire.
He wants to amass.
I'm thinking that's a place that we might need to go see if we can get some answers for you.
Human-looking dude has a hat that says security.
What was missing?
Well, I've got some chems because
I
trading with them
returned.
groups of folks
Welcome
give me
back.
chems. I'm like,
Did you
"God,
defeat
you
the
should try
Not
doing
kill
this."
me this day.
Hooray.
What chems did he
I
want?
guess it is the hubris of
Just in general? Oh shit, okay.
guess that is the hubris of asking if they fry lizards.
Unfortunately, can't help much more than. Oh.
No, we thought the taxman scared you off.
Oh.
Yeah, your
Motherfucker, I was the tax man!
You were, but he is.
Fuck off.
So.
If you want me to do the formal recruitment again just to make him a tax man.
I'm pretty sure they won't let me back in. But, on to the question that originally spurned all this. Who's got the worst dish?
Is it truly that simple?
You said that you have a voracious appetite. Which one would you not eat out of the three?
Whatever the fuck
feel
you
like
said
that's
with
a
the
bit
brain
unfair
crap.
question
That's when I
to
started
Veeva.
feeling a little bit sick. Not gonna lie to you.
The fungus?
Okay, which brain one? The fungus or the actual brain?
Any of them.
Because he
would-
said actual brain, he said fungus.
What, you cook with actual human brains?
No, it was the Scorch Beast brain. We took that big fucking bat's brain
Oh, you
and
eat
cooked
the
that.
brain!
The brain, the heart, the liver are just chunks of meat. Some people take the wings and make like armor out of it.
Ooh.
I figure you'd make jerky
Is
out
it
of
any
that
good?
personally.
It's a little too thick.
Okay, I'm guessing he won.
After I found one.
Well, both of you are pretty shit, you know, food stuff. Like, it's...
Most of
Alright.
You are from the same place, right?
We need to hit her with
Hold
our
on.
tastiest.
Nah, tastiest? Tastiest? Okay, I got you. I
God,
got
Connor,
you.
what are you pulling up? What are you pulling out?
Here, take this box.
Uh,
There we go.
what is it?
Salisbury steak.
Okay.
Don't ask me how
Lucky
old it
fuck.
is.
You're giving her pre-packaged food? That's our tastiest? What the fuck is wrong with you? That shit's 220 years old!
If you want
That's not that
to
bad,
though.
Yeah, there you go. I know you're
No,
leaving.
no.
Why? What?
Hey. If it makes you feel better, one of the other popular ones is known as Yum Yum Deviled Eggs. That shit's
Alright,
200
those aren't
years
that
old.
bad. That shit's not that bad.
200-year-old eggs!
Tastes good though.
I'd be shocked to find out 200 doesn't seem that long of a time to me.
Oh, the fucking, Porta Diner. Yeah.
You know food's not supposed to keep for that long. Cupcake, you're
Whoa.
supposed to heat that.
No, I wouldn't trust anything out of a diner. What about Brahmin? What about Brahmin Wellington? What about spam burgers?
Brahmin burgers has spam burgers.
Yao Guai pastries.
Yao Guai pastries. Mmm.
I've not had that one yet.
When Nuka World opens. Or you just eat a Nuka dog.
That fire ant stuff, the Jello,
Scorpion
pretty good
kebab.
when you make it into a Jello.
Okay.
See, am I the only one that just likes a good old-fashioned steak?
Hear me out. So you cook it kind of like a
steak
mirelurk,
can only
right?
come from a
Take
cow-
the
a
shell
cow
off,
two
get
heads.
the skewer, put it through, get some potatoes.
Most of the
Sorry,
food.
my
from-
people's.
Shit like
I'm
that.
calling it steak because if I called it by its actual name, it would just confuse you
that don't
guys.
sound
So,
half
But what is
bad.
what's it
I'm
actually
talking about
called?
my people's kind of steak.
What's it actually called?
That don't sound half bad at all things considered.
You wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mothman egg omelet.
I was gonna say most of the food
Did it
from
say
my home
mayonnaise?
is
You're eating
bioluminescent.
encrypted eggs?
Glows in the dark.
Oh, great.
Man, you
For
are
reason-
fucking wild.
For
What is
reason or
fruit,
another,
actually?
I will pay you to get me some of
Which
those
is
eggs so I can make
surprising.
like an omelet.
I thought you were gonna say hatch them, but okay, sure, yeah, I'm down for the omelet.
Oh, I mean, we got fruit.
But do you have glowing fruit?
I mean, banana
like
yucca
healthy
fruit's
glowing
pretty good.
fruit? Not radiated?
Moon
Cause-
fruit's the closest to it. No, moon fruit's not irradiated.
True, no, that's
It's
not
like
a
a-
radio. I'm trying to think of others.
It's like a grape the size of Tiberius's fist.
Have you ever drank Brahmin milk?
Yeah, plenty of time.
Like straight? Okay. Have you noticed anything weird when you drink it?
I feel a little bit clearer
less
afterwards,
spicy.
but it might just, might just be the quality.
One of those responder folks did a test on it. It like clears your system out of
Yeah?
rats.
No shit.
Not as good as like a rat away or anything like that, but like it does a bit. Huh. It's why when you cook things with Brahmin milk,
Well,
it doesn't
shit,
come
maybe
out
that's why
like
those
clean.
ranchers have so much fucking money.
That would make sense.
Those
actually, now
fuckers
that
are
you
just
say it.
sitting on big fat-ass cows that squirt out rat away.
It makes sense why Brahmin
He
can
said
survive
in what sounds like the
radiation.
most disgusting thing he's ever heard. Oh dear.
That does make sense actually. What are they?
You all confused
I
me.
am so sorry.
I'm.
If we have
bugs.
offended either of you in any way.
No, I'm just
This is the
feeling.
entertainment for the evening. I'm enjoying this.
Of course you are, you fucking maniac.
The ultimate.
I'm just feeling a little queasy in the stomach. That's
I
all.
mean,
blowflies.
Even I won't eat that.
sliders.
I'm not a picky eater,
Sliders,
but
gentlemen.
sliders?
Blowfly sliders. Don't tell me you've never
Okay,
had
I can make an
blowfly
exception for that.
sliders.
No, I can make an exception for that. I can make an exception for that.
I was about to get pissed.
Yo, go and get
I was
that.
about to
That's
get
the one
mad.
food item I don't like.
Rad stag, some boiled water, some potatoes, a little bit of spices.
Hey, Dylan, you wanna gamble again?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Another moon pie has been
Trying to think.
I'm feeling fucking old.
pies.
I mean, roasted Varan leg I've had before. It's okay.
Imagine me that ice is Thunder Master. Oh,
Cupcake.
hello.
I'd probably try that.
Thresher maw roasted over a fire after you're the one that's helped kill it. That one was good because of the principle
I mean,
behind
that's
it.
just trophy.
Actually, that
I mean-
actually brings up a good point. That's probably why we think what we have is good as well compared to what you guys are thinking. Is that we probably played a hand in getting it, you know?
At least I have to, like,
Oh, 100%.
it's hard to see down.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's Yaogwai. I've never killed a Yaogwai
I can't
before.
really see
I got that.
They're fucking scary.
You guys sound like you have a lot of
Yeah, when I
freaky,
saw
like,
Snuffles, I
gross
shot
stuff where you're
myself.
from, and meanwhile, I have a lot of
Yeah, look at
glowing things that are quite, like, cute in nature, but they're the only
sorry,
thing
I
to
had-
eat. So you feel bad when you kill one?
Yes, please, thank you.
Delicious.
It's
Like,
hard
we
to
have-
feel bad
So-
when you kill some of the things where they're from.
I don't even feel bad.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna kill you
Oh.
instead. Like,
Yeah, that is also true.
Eat Yao Guai, eat Death
Oh,
Claw,
I mean,
eat
Mirelurks
Rat
are-
Scorpion.
Tasty.
I like my luck.
Yeah, just don't let someone with a fat man blow it up.
Why would you?
I mean, why the fuck are you carrying one of those?
Firstly, why are you carrying one? Secondly, why would you waste that on a fucking crab?
I've seen a private done it many times.
Why would you give a crab
Private of a fat man.
I'm not the one that gave it to him.
You're the ranger. Take it off of him.
Oh, here's the thing. I don't think there was a private after that fucking went. I'm gonna be honest with you.
There was a pair of smoking boots and a Geiger counter going berserk.
I've only ever seen a fat man once, and it was fired over the top of me, and I watched it blow up. I turned around, I watched a giggling mutant. So.
Oh, have you seen those fucking suiciders?
Yes, I have.
There was the muties that hold the fucking mutants.
Yes.
Yes.
There is.
Have you seen those?
I'd heard legend.
So
yeah, no, we get.
I mean,
them
he's
where we're
fought
at.
alongside
We
them.
take over military camps and shit where we're at, so we have to like keep fighting them all.
So, hi. I hunt with a pack of super mutants adopted me somewhat in Boston, right? So I get to go to their fortifications unharmed. I get to talk with them. I get to hang out with them. There was one group.
You're not by the fucking Green Tech building, aren't you?
In Boston?
I did.
I don't remember. I just find them randomly sometimes. It's hard to find them. They move around. There was a fresh batch of suiciders.
Oh no! I was wanting to say something, but I don't want to interrupt the story.
Oh, this story's great. I'll be finished in a minute. The new batch of suiciders, as fucked up as this is to say, there was a squad of them, 4. And the other 3 were just wanting to like go in glorious combat. Then there was one. I called him Dave. Dave was a very lovely individual. He liked big boobs, so someone gave him that, not understanding that he would join the squads. Dave, instead of fucking like, normally just blowing it up, I watched him spike it down at his own feet in front of a BOS squad. Like a fucking basketball. He spiked it down. Well, leap.
It's one hell of a way to score a touchdown.
He touched down a fucking mini nuke in front of a squad of fucking scribes. He fucking annihilated
Someone would fucking like that. I knew one of you fuckers would like that.
Imagine being a squire, you're finally with a knight, you're out in the field, and some fucking mutie just fucking working on your shit.
Like, I shit you not, this fucking
Slam dunk this, fucker!
If it wasn't for the fact of not surviving the obvious fucking miniature nuclear explosion, I would've given him a fucking high five. I watched him jump off of something, like a bench or something, giving himself height, and he fucking slammed that bitch down. Like it was fucking NBA basketball or some shit. Fucking sunk that shit on top of the paladin. Fucking nuclear.
Yeah, look how their Ad Victorium got them.
Ad Victorium.
Oh god. Alright.
I think
this is why I don't bring up where I'm from very often. I try not to be R6, because I love it, but the look on y'all's face, like, Tiberius has got a 1,000-yard stare, and you've just been so polite dealing with our bullshit. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so
At least
sorry.
I'm getting fun stories that make my stomach do flips.
Listen, I don't have
choose to do it.
anything comparable with that kind of stuff that I'm willing to share right now. Let's just go with that. When it comes to
I have a
the
bunch of
whole
stories.
mini nuke thing, if we
see.
can find an M920, I would be absolutely amazed. It doesn't exactly shoot anything nuclear, but it's a handheld railgun, and the effects are pretty similar.
I mean, fucking Gauss rifles.
Gauss rifle?
Gauss rifle. A Gauss rifle.
No, this shoots like a half a, I think what was it, like a half a kilogram slug to like 0.001% the speed of light, so it just makes a really big fucking hole in whatever it
one for no
hits.
reason in
So
particular.
our
Anyway.
Gauss rifles use 2 millimeter.
2 millimeter.
Yeah.
2 millimeter electric cartridges.
Chew through power
I've
armor
never
like
seen
butter,
one
but
fire.
good luck getting the ammo.
I've seen one as a fucking museum
ammo.
piece.
I'm still trying to decide if I need to upgrade my gear or not for something heavier, but
I didn't have to pay for it.
what I have gets the job done so far.
I mean,
Although I'm tired of having to run up and actually like place the C4 on stuff. But
Get launchable.
What is it?
yeah, but
I'm gonna go check out the arena.
ammo's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially C4.
But like, I have so many mutant stories. Unironically, some of them are really smart. They are, genuinely.
What,
I
me?
know what to do with your caps.
What's what? How did I get this
We
on
gotta
the go?
get a lunchbox.
Hear me out.
Uh-oh.
Give me 5 minutes.
Pop out of a lunchbox.
It's not a problem. It's a mine. It's a mine.
So we have mines where we're from, where it's like lunchboxes jerry-rigged with bottle caps in them. That's used as like to be the shrapnel.
Bottle caps are also our currency, but it's the slight problem in this exchange.
It's not really a slight problem. If they know what their currency, they get excited and try to disarm it, and boom. I've seen that countless of times.
And when you're done with it, you can just bring the cup back. I can find some caps. I found the little mason
I can find the other things.
Jesus.
How high is this island, Dylan?
You're a
So-
rich man back home.
Enough where we don't get altitude.
He's the taxman!
Just a lucky guy.
Oh shit, it's
Wait, why do they
Texas.
keep?
So what
Why do they keep calling you the tax man? What's the deal going on here?
Shall I explain this, or will you?
Yeah, you can explain it.
Alright, so it's a common stereotype of the nation I used to serve, the new California Republic, the same one he currently serves, for collecting taxes. Because most folk in the wasteland, as you can imagine, have never had an organized government before. So we have to explain the concept of taxing to fund a government to people who don't know what a government is. So to get them to buy into the system. Well, I mean, obviously we don't just march in and say, hey, pay taxes. It's, you know, we go to the villages, alright, well, we fucking hang those guys, Cupcake, or at least my unit did. No. We would usually explain what the NCR is, we would help out the town, we'd plant the little flag, we'd salute the little, you know, all the folks in the village, you know, swear them in as citizens and all that, and then the next time we go through, that's when we take whatever taxes they either owe or can pay. But because the wasteland is the wasteland, and most people never heard of taxes before, most people just look at us like we're from fucking Mars and we're little green men under our helmets.
Yeah, it does. It's just.
Also, no one likes paying taxes in the wasteland.
Yeah, it does, but
Generally speaking, no one likes paying taxes anywhere.
But they don't like
I
men
just
in
get around it
uniform
because I
walking
pay
up
my
to their
taxes in
village saying, "You want to
donation.
join a little group?"
I don't have any. I think.
When for generations they survived without government, they don't generally wish for government, so it's difficult to get turned on.
Your folk, the fucking Republic, is one of the few, like, I guess, bigger groups that isn't a fucking, like, religion.
Money. At some point, it's kind of
Yeah, no.
necessary.
That's the one reason I like the NCR.
I said brain cells.
The Brotherhood.
Oh.
Well, no, the Brotherhood is just a fucking cult outright. That's true.
That's how I paid for the apple juice.
Caesar's Legion is literally a cult of personality. Yeah, no, you have a toaster? Give it to me now or I will end your bloodline. Yeah.
The only other group, honestly, that I can think of that is remotely close to y'all, you're gonna think I'm fucking pulling it. Cupcake might back me up on this. They call themselves the fucking Minutemen.
Fuck, no,
I've
leave
heard
the
legends
Minutemen
of the
alone.
Minutemen.
Don't compare them to the Republic.
I've heard legends of the Minutemen. They scare me. The Minutemen scare me, and they should scare you too. They should scare you too. They should scare you. They should scare you, and they should scare you.
Who?
The Minutemen.
I love the Minutemen. I love them.
Why are they scaring you? Why?
Okay, alright, so just imagine, right? Tiberius, you're a raider. You're a hard motherfucker. You drop more chems than you even know how to count, and you can count to 3. You're a mean son bitch. You go walking into the village. Well, no, I know. In the hypothetical raider scenario. Oh my god, I didn't even realize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
The highest raider intelligence is normally like the ability down to 3 to 4 Tiberius. He wasn't making a finger joke.
Nah. Imagine being like this hard-ass motherfucker. You're hopped up on stimulants. You're ready to fucking go. Like you're smelling sounds. You can feel the hair growing on your body, right? You can feel
all this going on.
Smell.
You pull into a settlement, you see some sorry-ass farmers. Then you see them fire off a flare gun. Next thing you know, you got laser fire coming out at you out of West Bumblefuck, and you're hearing people literally do the tally-ho lads as they're fucking rushing you at like pirate costumes.
They're called, yeah, they've got tricorns. In the year of our Lord 2283, they're wearing tricorns.
A bit better than these fuckers, because I compared it to non-nuked America. The Minutemen was an organization people wish to assist anyone in trouble, and they not commonly had a thing of at a minute's notice. And the Minutemen where they're from took that to heart. They kept the best traditions they could, and they decided to keep it to their fucking hearts.
Even the fucking muskets.
So they have a modified weapon.
Even the fucking muskets.
There's this weapon called a laser rifle, basic ass like laser rifle. If you ever come by the mirror, I can show you one. They modified it by making a crank action laser rifle.
I mean, they're reliable as hell. I've seen one in person.
You have to wind it up and charge it, fire, and then you have to wind it again. It's semi-automatic in that regard. It's not like a Gatling. You actually have to do it per shot.
Well, no,
It's one of the best weapons I have seen.
It's like a charging mechanism, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually a hand
crank, aim, fire, crank, aim. Except sometimes they're elite, crank it 6 times, and then they shoot the fucking sun at someone, and the super mutant drops dead from 1 shot.
That's the mutant ass.
I think that's what I would do.
Just falls
off. Don't get me started on the fucking artillery.
Oh god, no, cannon mortars. So,
I'm always down for some artillery.
Just told me it's just a fucking tube.
Oh, no, I've got a better story. So, out in Boston, right? The Minutemen have a main fortification. They've got some fucking castle or some shit, right? Some old-ass castle pre-war. And they found pre-war mortars. And this fucking thing's giant. This thing's fucking big.
Yeah,
and I watched this settler because I was helping out the Minutemen because they like me because I've helped them trade weapons and stuff. They've got their shit. So I'm sat there helping out one of the settlements and I hear raiders. I'm like, oh shit, it's raiders. We call them the Minutemen because I grabbed the flare and fire it off. And I watch one of the fucking, like, higher-ranking lieutenants or something crack a road flare, starts going blue, he throws this fucking thing, and a fucking mini-nuke-sized explosion rattles the fucking raiding party. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
About to say,
that's our mortar support. What do you mean a mortar support? That's not a mortar, that's fucking humanium.
Let me guess, they just delivered it all like casually, like the way you just said it. Oh, that's just.
Yeah, in short, you have like 1800s role players with military grade tech.
But they're some of the best fucking fighters I know. Like, they'll
I was
generally
about
put
to say,
down
the
entire
scary
raid of
part.
factions.
You just don't know it yet.
The scary part, from what Clark's told me, they're ideologically motivated. Most of them, when they're tight, when they know what they're doing, they don't even demand pay. They just show up, kick ass, and then disappear into the fucking brush. Except they don't actually disappear into the brush. They're just the farmers from the other villages, just getting ready in a minute, and then
They'll tip their hat to you, say good day, and head back to their settlement. Yeah.
So the thing with the Minutemen is they're not like the NCR where you sign up and you can be a civilian. The Minutemen are, you're sat at home and you see a flare, you grab your rifle, you grab your hat, and you fucking charge to help the other farm. Everyone's a civilian helping each other. So it's beneficial to fucking help your neighbors. Because if your neighbor's safe, you're safe. If you put down raiders, the raiders ain't gonna come after you. And I've never seen a group of people, like, generally, like, last time I was in Boston, a few weeks ago.
Terrifying in its simplicity.
I'm sat there talking with one of the people doing trade, and I see a flare off in the distance, because I didn't know what it was at the time, before they took me along. I was like, oh, there's a flare off. What does that mean? They go, there's a flare? Alright, grab the rifles, the hats. I'm like, what? I watched this fucker drag open, like, a drawer he's made. Muskets on the wall. He drags it out of a fucking compartment in the wall with a hat attached to the barrel, puts the hat on, grabs the rifle, and goes, do you know how to fight? I go, yeah? You wanna come put down raiders with us? I'm like, I guess. I watched this fucking 18-man squad put down like 30 raiders.
The talent company.
Like, they drop them with the military proficiency of the NCR. They don't have talent. They have gunners.
They're called like the gunners. Yeah.
They said they did.
They have similar. They're similar groups. But one. I'm gonna be honest. The gunners are closer to raiders than they are not a talent company.
Oh, okay.
Talent company at least does like contracts and shit.
Yeah, they do contracts. Gunners will fuck you over because you have a nice car in your parking lot.
Yes.
Are you sure you don't?
Gotcha.
Still want to talk about factions? Do you want to have a little lottery? Just dress up like a Roman?
Get the fuck out of here. Nah,
Oh,
dude.
God.
Nah.
I was already explaining the fucking Legion to him.
I'm glad he saw the shoulder pads and didn't immediately start shooting me.
He saw my fucking eye twitch when he started speaking Latin.
Yeah.
If you ever, like, there's certain words you don't say around Charles or, like, anyone NCR. You just don't say anything like hailing a Roman leader. You won't get a fucking, like, 5.56 or, like, a 9mm through the fucking center of your skull.
No, there's another phrase you don't say. What was that?
Ave.
I can think of one. We'll immediately piss both of them off.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
Like you belong on a cross. Yep.
Yeah.
Heard that one in my fucking time.
What was another one that was said?
It's like when I sit there and talk about calibrating shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Y'all don't have to. I'm so sorry. I'm so happy, but I'm so sorry. I don't get to talk with people from where I'm from.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm the same way, but.
You guys should visit sometime. We can introduce you to Snuffles, maybe the Mole Man, maybe like a Wendigo or something.
I'll take you to Boston.
Yeah, we can pay them
Boston
a
is somewhat
visit.
safer.
Huh?
There's only raiders.
Shot at right away.
You would? Thing that punches the hole punched through the rock. I mean, to be fair, you'll probably be assumed to be a mutant. People
I mean,
want to put you
they're not
down for the
taking
rare
the piss,
materials in
right?
your head.
No, I'm gonna be no.
Of
Hear me
course.
out. Do you
I'm
have
fucking a
Tiberius?
walking glow stick.
Oh, they think you're in power armor.
They think you're in power armor.
They think you're in like a weird set of power armor.
How do you think they feel about
They probably just think you're a mutant of some sort, but I mean, you're pretty normative.
Yeah.
What kind of arrow do you have currently?
How did she take those?
I would say until they look at the heads.
I'm gonna be honest though, I get
No, we
hunted
can
down
easily
almost
say
anywhere.
firefight or something.
I look like I'm worth a lot of money.
You've seen that.
Let's
People
not lie to
selling
ourselves.
teeth with fingers, like-
I mean, the issue is that, I mean, at home, at least when people hunt you down, it wouldn't be because you were dragging it, just because you have shit they want.
Shiny.
Yeah, you have shit.
I don't think anyone back home knows what the fuck a dragon is.
Here and there, they might sit there and go, oh, fucking beauty, you know, things like that. Because, like, what they're going to probably do is they're going to look at you, think that this was done by radiation exposure, where we're from, and treat you the same way as, like, the super mutants or something like that. But not in the same way, because you're actually fucking civilized. Some of them are going to be assholes. They are just going complete fucking ass. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But like, there's a raider group out in Boston towards the edges of the glowing sea. They're called like the Rust Eagles or some shit. The Rust Devils. They use the robots. They hack the robots and make armor out of them and shit. Like, I watched this motherfucker.
The Botsmith guys.
Yeah, the Botsmith guys. They modify pre-war synthetics. And they put like human skulls, spikes, fucking flamethrowers on them. They modify the shit out of these things. And have you ever seen one of their Assaultrons? Like one of the well-looked after Assaultrons?
Yeah.
So I'm sat there doing a gun deal. I'm there with the Minutemen. I'm there with, I forget the other, I think it was one of the settlements, and we hear Rust Devil attack, and we're like, oh fuck, who are these? And one of them starts explaining it, and I see over the hill, I see two Assaultrons. I'm like, that doesn't look normal. Is that a human or is that an Assaultron? Some guy with binoculars goes, oh fuck. They've made two Assaultrons. They gave them flamethrowers and fixture bobs, which is a flaming sword, attached to the arm, and they were painted like red, and their entire purpose coating the area in flame. I've never seen it before, but have you seen the rotating flamer? It's like a 3-barreled flamer fucking spins. This shit spews flame for a couple feet. It's fucking terrifying. But, hey, I wasn't with the Minutemen. It didn't last long with the artillery flare. Fucking hill. They nuked the fucking hill like twice. They shot like 2 flares at the hill. Like, I'm like, was 2 flares needed? Yes. I'm like, okay, fair dues. But like a few more raiders came over and we shot them and they scared them off.
Honestly, I still think that my home's better than ours. Because with everything I've described, nothing goes as bad as some of the stuff I've heard.
An arrow you shoot off, it breaks off into multiple arrows, and it just.
I mean, generally speaking, eating
Ozix
people's
is a
bad.
chemical engineer we know who worked for ages. He comes from an absolute shithole of a fucking like home.
Yeah, of a plane.
Take the BOS religion, crank that up by a fucking 1,000, and add a bit more racism in.
To check how much something like that is, because
And also, their main food item is something called corpse starch.
Recycled.
But people think I'm the one that's from the shitty place.
God, not more about the fucking corpse starch.
I'm guessing it's been rambled to you before.
Let me open the website again.
R6 would talk about it a lot, about how, you know, when you die on the battlefield, they just grind you up and turn you into food.
Yeah.
Because he's rambled to me before, there's billions and billions of soldiers.
It's kind of sad.
I guess a change in standards here. So hear me out a little, right? You heard us talk about iguana earlier, right?
Oh God, you're gonna
Tell
go
them
into
the
this
story
one.
about the iguana. Well, this is gonna be the big difference. So. There's a story from out west about a person called the Chosen One, right? I won't get into their full tale, but there's a place out there called Iguana Bob.
I get my lime soda for this.
Iguana bits.
I've heard this a billion times.
Right? And sometimes you'll hear like iguana on a stick. People were eating this shit up. It's like this food in this area in this time. Like you hear us talk about strange like delicacies. Now it took how fucking long to figure that out that we could even like eat. Right.
I think this is only like 80 years after the bombs dropped, so people are still suffering big style.
Yeah. So Iguana Bob's was thriving. It was. Where was Iguana Bob's located at again? Which,
It's either Shady Sands or somewhere out there outside of Shady
I
Sands.
think it was Shady Sands. I think it was Shady Sands because there was two places.
I'm surprised y'all have even heard of Shady Sands, to be honest.
I think they went outside.
Then again, carpetbaggers made it to Illinois, so who knows?
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was an expedition out east.
The rest was needed was just word of mouth at that rate. Anyway,
as far as my eyes can tell.
Iguana Bob's. You go into this store and everything's fine and dandy. You're thinking you're out of like a butcher shop almost, and you're able to just order iguana like that, right? You went into the basement. You'd meet. What was? I forget the fucker's name. There was a name to this guy. There was this weird guy.
Guy's name, and I'm from there.
Yeah, there was this weird guy in the basement. He could barely fucking speak English or common, whatever you want to call it. You know, he'll do the whole "what do here?" You know, looks at you with his like other like fucking lazy eye. Like he's just not good.
Igor, fetch me the brain-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, one of those. And you look beyond like where he is. You fucking look over his shoulder, whatever the fuck, after he's greeting you or whatever. He's not the brightest. That's how the Chosen One got through, is that he was able to pose as, oh, Iguana Bob sent me. I'm here to pick up the product. Iguana's people.
That's why we don't need iguana back home.
That is why,
because
if you hear
even
any of us
though
say that there's iguana, we sit there and say, if it's not the whole lizard, we ain't fucking touching it.
I'm amazed that story's made it all the way to the fucking East Coast, but yes, it's true. It's a tradition back home.
Good question. I didn't make it.
Okay.
I found it.
Oddly
Sounds
enough,
upset about
even
that.
though I've had a lot of different things, I've not had that.
I don't know a lot about it. It's got a history to it down below.
Sorry, I'm very
The
lost.
early history of the NCR is about as bloodstained as the worst infirmary you can get. I mean, hell, even the Rangers were originally an arm of a political party meant to stop slavery. We just killed the fucking slavers. Our patrons were the ones who actually got it barred in court because we denied them their funding to keep it legal.
I'm not even trying to be like.
Then it was only after that where they all got incorporated into the military, and then they went from criminal vigilantes to ranked members of the military with ranks and pensions. Yeah, no, it was bad fucking times. We've come a long way in 220 odd years. We really have.
I'm gonna be real honest. Out of all the groups I know of from the Wastelands, if I had to pick one to join, I would have to join the Minutemen. I'm gonna be real honest. The Minutemen has me. I like the Minutemen.
Tally-ho.
Listen, give them shit. You give them shit.
Wearing
I've
a
never seen anyone
fancy
put down
hat, you
Raiders.
fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
I was gonna mention the hat, but you beat me to it.
At Meat Rack, I'm running.
I'm gone. Yeah, if don't crack the road for I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm dropping my shit and going.
Listen,
Just all of a sudden, all the windows light up with the crack of. laser fire.
Fucking, normally I would not do it, right? I would happily show people how the fuck to get out of Saphira if I saw a fucking road flare blue. They don't use red road flares, they use blue ones. So my ass,
You
I'm
know
like,
I have
oh, if I see
multicolored road flares, right?
I know you do. So that's why I fucking flinched one time when I swear to fuck I saw you put down a blue one. You should. I can get you one. They give out those hats like fucking candy. I don't know where they get them from.
Literally, you just have to help them one time. You just have to help them once. You can fetch corn for all they fucking care. They'll find a way. They'll get a fucking tailor out there. They'll get old grandma out there. They'll try to cut it up for you.
Take water from one someone's purifier to get to the farm over, like, that's probably, what, a couple blocks down? Like, just, like, outside the neighborhood, and bam, you made it.
Waves or something. And
Like, the Minutemen aren't a military group, they ain't a political group. They are just people helping each other. They are farmers helping each other. They're just groups of farmers going, I'm sick of being raided. What's that? You're gonna give me a weapon and...
I lost track of time. I'm gonna have to get out of here. I have a route in the morning I gotta get to.
Oh,
take it easy.
Oh shit, good point. Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah.
Miss Dillon.
Have a good one. Thanks for sharing the fun stories. I'll think about coming and visiting. I really don't know how I,
a bit safer because there isn't enough population to mean anything
or why.
between the
I
places.
love it.
It also probably depends where you pick to go. I mean, each place has its own
Amen.
problems, you know.
Listen,
Go to Shady Sands, and sure you gotta deal with taxes, but we gotta work in fucking monorail.
Oh, no, sorry, not a monorail. The
We
fucking
can show you
streetcars. What are they
Megaton.
called, though?
It's a thriving town built around an active yet undetonated bomb.
Fuck that.
Why?
Why?
Easier to do than the
Fuck that.
Church of Adam worships it.
Oh, Church of
Let's not go to that one.
The cult is an added number.
Let's not go to that one.
Nah, fuck that. I'll take you to Boston to one of the Minutemen settlements.
The scatter arrows. Because do they just go?
They don't care what you are. I've seen them work with a mutant. I've seen them work with super mutants. Like, if the mutants are willing to
I thought you said that ghouls in their ranks.
No, there's ghouls in the ranks. Fucking, as long as you're willing to help each other and farm, there was. Unfortunately, they passed on because they got fucking annihilated by a raider warband. There was a lovely couple, 2 super mutants. Both of them, I love them to death. Little farmers, they bred and fucking trained the hounds as well. They had like 3 to 4 hounds and a few crops. And they joined the Minutemen. So imagine the fellow farms around you waiting for defenders to come and seeing super mutants coming. These things are giant, but you see them flying the flag of the Minutemen. So you get confused.
Have we described super mutants to y'all?
I've described super mutants. I'm unsure.
You've described them to me in the past.
Large.
Okay.
Magic sense.
Well,
You were telling me about the forced evolutionary virus and that stuff.
Yeah. I'm just wanted to make sure that you have the context is all. I'm sorry. You're looking at me down your glasses like...
you know, have you met a moon?
I'll talk to you after about it when the scatter shot is done.
No?
So that you
A
have
large grey man.
about things like
No.
Built like a fucking brick shit house. No?
He was here earlier.
Any further, Mr.
I'll point him out if I see him.
Okay.
You take... I don't want to say... You take like an orc-like individual, you buff them up on fucking steroids, you give them a few more inches in height, and you're not the most intelligent folk, but like, intelligent enough to know how to fight, and you've got a super mutant. Primal urges to fight amounts of intelligence. They figured out how to use guns, and they figured out how... I've seen one of them figure out armor. Oh boy, we called him the Iron Mutant, because he was coated head to toe in fucking plating, bro. Like there was not an inch not covered. That man was fucking nigh on bulletproof to some of the settlements. He was fucking terrifying. Up until the Minutemen fucking lit his ass up with like cranked rifles.
You just got tin can.
Hey, at least I didn't lob another fucking artillery shell.
No,
Starting
they
to
were too
wonder the
close to the
Commonwealth
settlement.
just looks like the fucking moon. Just nothing but craters.
Honestly, because they'll go over once the fighting's
Oh,
done and fill
boy.
in the fucking hole of dirt. Because it doesn't leave big of a hole.
I guess that makes
They
sense.
fill it in because it's their settlements. They make their home look nice. They want to make sure their home looks nice.
Right. I'm gonna have an early morning tomorrow. I'm going to disappear.
Yeah.
Are you hanging out here?
I guess.
Alrighty.
It's so fussy. Yeah.
Well, thank you for
catch
sitting
you.
in on Old Man Hour. I'm sorry for taking up your entire visit with this.
Oh shit, there's not anything else. We didn't have any plans. I just decided it was good to get out a bit. I'll share some stories in the future eventually.
Outside.
I'll be waiting for your.
I just worry about being Arzek, so if y'all enjoyed this, then that's enough. Huh?
You heading off, Jason?
Taxes, tax.
Oh, Jesus.
No, never, no!
Yeah, the coffee's pretty good.
I don't know why I can't pull it.
I'll see you around.
I'm gonna go check
Yeah.
out.
You know, it's bad when even we're embracing the taxes joke.
Alright. I think I'm gonna head out myself.
NCR flag up here. You're just gonna be scared?
No, I like the NCO.
Yeah, I'm just gonna post it here and you're gonna see me look dead.
Oh my god, I should get a Minuteman flag. Holy shit, that's the flag I should be getting.
We want you to get the hat.
I'll go see if I can go get a hat and a flag. Fuck. Actually, I need to pay them a visit. Fuck it, I'm off to the Minutemen. Fuck this.
Okay.
I think I'll hang a flag in your pawn shop if it's allowed.
Oh, hey,
Say again.
Said, I think I'll hang a flag if it's allowed in your pawn shop.
I mean, shit, I might as well get my own. And save you the trouble of going.
I learned about the monorail thing that Carter has. Went through it numerous times. Could probably find one in West Virginia.
I was here earlier before you got here, obviously. I've been
I mean, you can get one. I wouldn't mind buying it off you.
Yeah, if I find one. Tattered or anything.
I don't care. It's the apocalypse. It comes as it comes. I mean, obviously I prefer pristine, but you get what you will.
Oh, Pristine's gonna be hard to come by, but I know I will. Probably in a month or so.
Alrighty.
You might need to be using this.
Being outside
Forgot to thank Cupcake about selling me that double barrel.
Strawberry lemonade. Strawberry preserves are what you need for the strawberry lemonade.
I'm sure you'll see him again. He gets around.
That's for the
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just get smushed up.
If someone give me oh.
And? That wouldn't be a bad thing, right?
No,
I mean,
but
isn't
for
that
the
technically
flavoring,
what
you need
preserves
syrup.
are?
Otherwise, it's just
What
a
do you
little
want,
bit of
Jason?
strawberry chunks in lemonade.
You alright?
Oh, no, anytime. That's literally my job, boss.
Viva?
Yeah.
You alright?
Uh,
Oh, you just got real quiet there.
Strawberry is the garnish.
I'm-
I watch.
Chaos to
Bad memories. Is all. Some,
I'm sorry.
conversation brought up stuff from home. It's okay.
I might know someone
not your fault.
if you really didn't care, but I'm just gonna let you do that because it's way more entertaining seeing John
Oh.
Taxman.
I have a-
If,
The fuck's magic? Fuck.
If I bring up anything like that again, just let me know and I'll just drop it.
Oh, it's fine. It's not anything you said. Besides, you couldn't know anyway. I have a troubled history that I prefer not to discuss for my own safety, so...
Right. What, was it just about people not going after you or whatnot? Back home anyway? Actually, wait, no, I just realized you said you weren't going to talk about that
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the catch-22.
But like, if it ever happens, just make an easy way to just enter your
if we were in a public space and if I tried to do a little more, I would, you know, tell you about it, but...
It's all good.
You said, I'm sorry.
We were just talking from personal experience, but if you have otherwise, then
Then I will say I'm a little like...
just back home, stuff like that only exists in comic books, so frankly, you know, some people will obviously be afraid, you know, you're not from the plane, you're clean, you have a mystique to you. Someone's going to be, you know, they're going to have the be not afraid experience with you. I'm gonna be honest, but probably just as many people are gonna, you know, be excited about it, because, you know, when else are they ever gonna see this in their life, you know? I mean, people like, you know, Carter, myself, we're a rare breed that goes through. Very rare, as far as I'm aware.
I get that. I mean, I'm the only, like, kind of my people I know of, you know.
So I thought I'd just come check this place out.
So.
It's been entertaining so far.
It's nice, seeing you be able to talk with people from your home. You know, not a lot of us have that opportunity, but, you know, it's a good thing.
No, Ludric's in a mood.
Sense of, I guess, community,
Looked around and then
understanding.
walked back out, so...
That just sounds like regular Ludric.
Well, hopefully between the rest of us jokers at Aegis, or I don't know, any other groups you might be hanging out with, there might at least be a surrogate for you. Because, I mean, I'm not sure if I ever told you this. I don't really have much of a birth family. I got a biological family, but I mean, their contribution was 2 hots and a cot.
I gotta talk with Dylan because I gotta buy some
Yeah,
magical stuff.
Actually, no, I didn't even get a cot. I got some cardboard on the floor. That's beside the point.
Just want to check in here first.
Well, it's nice to see
I, unfortunately don't have any, like,
injured the past few days,
family that I'm aware of.
able to walk around and
I don't know if I have parents.
don't fight
I
giant
guess.
monsters made out of stone. The size of like
I could
I'm,
10 tanks.
And I could handle the bar myself.
I had to kill it. So.
Now you're making me want to discuss my tragic backstory with you, Charles.
Is the arena popular tonight?
We're gonna get our award host.
It's, as you said, maybe in more private conversation once there's more trust, if you're willing. But again, I don't want to pry.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure I didn't make an ass of myself. Or,
Oh, no,
you know,
you're fine.
any of my friends can't be more accommodating.
It's just
as much as we were practically talking at you, I at least very much enjoy your presence. He says in the most awkward way possible.
I appreciate it. And you didn't say anything to offend. I'm just like, different topics bring up different memories, that's all. Not offended or anything.
Dirge has been doing a little bit better lately. We're figuring things out.
Like, the
But yeah,
meeting
we're an eclectic bunch out there, and hell, you didn't even get anyone from the Midwest. Everything I hear about the Midwest is anarchy. It's just stuff that makes your head spin, so I don't know.
Green coat back there.
Too bad he's not.
Everything gets a bit.
In any case, yeah.
I try to give him genuine advice, and that moment was actually.
I mean, heck, I gladly, you know, give the tour and all that, but you know,
Just as complicated after your day.
I'm keeping a busy schedule, so I mean, I don't want to take up your time anyway, because I know you were also talking about that, so.
About...
It just kind of.
I don't know.
True.
Knowing me, the thing is, as long as you know who is still alive, my job's unfinished. I'll find a way to crawl back out of hell. But once he's dead, I'm fine going to hell.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have anything to do as of this moment.
to do that. I mean, as far as
I came in, looked through the library for some books on.
In that case, I would offer, but I mean, I got shit to do. There's all these lovely little wars in Zephyra that never seem to calm the fuck down. So.
You have to mediate.
There are days I'm considering just stopping. At least for a moment, but I don't know, that's not how I'm wired. So, I don't know.
I agree. I'd like to not have that happen. I'd like
You need a break.
normal.
I mean, how bad these wars can be. Like Brotherhood and NCR batting heads, or
reckless abandon as to cause yourself to.
Let's just put it this way. So, let's imagine.
I mean, when it's for the safety of the plane, I think it's kind of a.
Alright, so we go to our grandparents' war. We go to the Enclave. Except instead of genocide, it's turning people into weapons to be used against their neighbors, who will then be turned against weapons. And so you just have this human tidal wave of ruined lives with weaponized cybernetics on one end of the story. On the other hand, you have another gang that will be more than happy to just mow down civilians in the street. They'll bomb their hospitals, they'll bulldoze their schools, they'll shoot up their churches. The government, the third faction, views all civilians not within a certain economic strata as completely disposable. So they just aren't doing anything, or if anything does happen, they just shoot the refugees whenever they go into areas that they don't want them to be in. And then you have the refugees who don't have the money, the guns, the food, the water, the ammo, the people, the morale, anything. And they're just being wiped out, piece by piece, person by person, house by house, day by day.
That either means this is about
But they won't leave.
And I'm hoping it's the second one.
It's the second one. My name
They're determined to die there.
that honestly sucks.
That's just one. That's just one war. Oh, and also, the latest development is that the cybernetics guy got a fucking nuke.
Yeah, howdy.
So now we get to relive everything we just got out of.
Honey, sugar, cream, I'll get them all out for you. Honey, stick.
I see what you mean now.
And again,
Yes, because like
that's just one. I'm in 3 or 4 of the fuckers.
She said that. But yeah, I don't care if I get scared across space in time, as long as I take that bastard with me.
So yeah.
how Carter put it, most of these
I
people
just
like
get
rock
tired.
themselves.
There's a third one I met. I don't know anything about
See, the issue is that Grognak is strong, but Grognak is not smart. So Grognak will fight. Grognak will win individual battles. In doing so, he'll blow up buildings. In doing so, he'll damage infrastructure. And in the end, he'll win the war on top of a pile of rubble. And then go, well, why does no one want to be here anymore? Like the case with the Aether War, where there were a whole 2 places left in the waterfront that were habitable. 2! One was a fucking government building!
Yeah, no, there's a 5th one. I never.
And the other's a slum.
Or like any real information on them. I just saw them.
You saying that makes
God knows how many people displaced.
of how we have a little NCR base east of the problems.
Now you.
Yeah.
True. Because if
I think Pyre and Robin are the only natural.
I think I get the point now with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
close
that's worthwhile.
When I
because that
say
means
the plane,
everything.
Ader, when I say
And I'm just wired to take it on myself, and I'm wired to take it personally, and I'm wired to save people because I gave up on normalcy a year ago.
We're only human.
I'm just here.
If you are tired,
We're only
and
human.
if you need a break, you should take one.
Yeah, so fucking much.
Yeah. Imagine how I feel.
I might.
That only comes at the cost of getting drafted back into it,
Have
no?
to tell me, oh, you're so cruel for doing XYZ thing, and that's what I'm
That or you try to take a break and then something happens that's even worse and you're right back in a double pace.
Yeah, so I understand the frustrations and everything, because when I'm still learning about these worlds, I feel
understand
like
that.
an ant compared to damn near everyone within
Here's the
these
thing,
worlds.
though. If you don't take a break, you're gonna drive yourself crazy, always worrying about what's going to happen next.
Oh yeah, someone see
I'm pretty sure I'm already slightly crazy. Oh, fuck off.
It's one of those things.
I'm not gonna worship a fucking atomic bomb.
We don't exist.
Which is what they worship, by the way. They worship atomic fission? Fusion? I don't know the fucking difference anymore. I'm tired.
Working at this for years.
The splitting of the atom is a holy process to them.
Like the plane, right? But then you
Within an infinite universes are created. Praise be to Adam.
They're from a universe that sounds like a video game.
So they go and they drag innocent civilians into their temples and then they irradiate them to death, and the ones that somehow survive this process are half mad. And so they go and induct them into the religion, and there we go.
Alright.
Hopefully nothing breaks your spirit.
Pyre's talked to him once or
Mm.
twice. I think I've talked to him once or twice.
I'm just here, doing what I can, every step of the way.
Totally understand.
Something is wrong with you.
I mean, hey, I got someone who was made homeless yesterday, a house at the IZCA for a month. And then by that point, we might be able to get him to live on the cathedral. That was just a happy accident.
He's probably dead.
Probably,
That's
but
a good thing.
He should have been shooting at me.
Something is definitely honky slosh with my hip.
If it was a human being,
I don't
they
know.
can only go like
I am serious,
a
though.
couple
It's
days without water. So if we
you
had
want
like
to
a couple days worth of water,
take a break from things and you'll always be on edge and stress. It's not going to change unless you take that
For
break
centuries. It'd be funnier.
or change the wiring.
and also less guilt on your
As to
conscience.
say, I learned that the hard way around.
Jobs are jobs. I don't
What?
really worry about.
So now you understand why I'm constantly stressed.
60, 50 years ago.
Pyre,
I know, I'm gonna
Sorry,
freak you out with my age
no,
again.
you just doubled my life. You just doubled your life, or my lifespan with that revelation. But hey, I mean, we all learn at different scales.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
And some of us live longer than others. I mean, shit.
Technically,
It's
but
taken
we
me
were
72
smart.
years to
We
finally,
shouldn't have been to begin with, but you know.
I
they
guess,
still shot at
feel
us.
like a person
I can get
and
alcohol
change
to
my
work for me,
wiring.
It's just more expensive, and I'm trying to avoid alcohol.
I find it
'cause
impressive
Dylan
that,
doesn't, though.
I guess, you're human, right? You look pretty human.
I gotta constantly be on call in case she has complications.
I'm human.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, I'm human.
Humans seem to do it in a far less time frame, and I've got eternity to figure my shit out, you know?
Be your friend.
I can hold
Hmm.
her hand and make sure that they're
Maybe it's that fact that we have a fly's lifespan compared to some species to quickly catch up, do what we can, and then expire on the carpet of destiny. Or whatever poetic crap I want to throw out.
It is kind of, I guess, dark or morbid putting it that way.
This is your lane, stay the fuck in it.
No, I mean, it's the truth, though. I
she
mean,
has an actual like midwife or OB.
Yeah, the sad truth.
Wasteland kind of has a way of teaching you that sometimes morbid, honest truths are worth their weight in gold. Like, for example, when I was explaining to people about that threat, because, like, the District Zero people, the one where that war's taking place, they're proud. They want to deal with their own problems. That nuke goes off, it's everyone in Zephyra's problem. This isn't a local issue anymore. And some get that, and some don't. But it's not a point of pride anymore.
And as I told them,
And as they're having to wake up to, rather quickly, rather violently, the eyes of the world are upon them, now more than ever. Because now it's not just rumors of two councilmen pitting gangs against one another. Now, one false move, one fuck up. Zephyra has a 2-month lifespan. Someone pulls a Hail Mary.
I mean, a lot of people also don't know that the best way to give birth is not laying on one's back with your feet in the air. That's actually the worst.
Yeah, that's... That got me, ironically enough, into one of the fucking council meetings.
Just being upright.
You know, little human Charles, you know, dirt-faced McGee rolling around not knowing how to talk to people. Because if there's anyone who knows anything about a nuclear war and its aftermath, take the guy who lived through one.
There was some royal at some point who was a total pervert and got off on it, so that's why the back with the feet in the air, which is stupid.
Are you okay?
Now I'm not okay due to what I heard over there.
Why would you hear? I'm talking about childbirth?
That, and also some royalty apparently liking the childbirth. How about we go to the library? I'm gonna be sick.
You're gonna be sick. I thought I was gonna be sick with the friggin' brain food.
They heard was the bit about the royal. That's the only thing that they heard back there.
I was talking to someone.
Right? No matter how, even people who are, I mean, Mr.
I got bean bags over here.
I checked at the library before with Tiberius. We were looking for books
more
on.
Comfortable than wooden stools.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Looking for books on what?
Dragons. More specifically, light dragons.
I mean,
I
honestly,
didn't tell
probably
me that.
ask Marge or Dylan.
Hmm.
They're the ones who actually know the library.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to take you from the search. They probably won't be open for another half hour. Oh.
We already skimmed.
Okay.
Pretty quiet.
No. Am I okay? No. Was I ever okay? Probably not.
Just you seem to be getting progressively stressed about the situation.
It's because I don't talk to people about it is the thing.
Kind of a bottle up
The
situation.
ages people get worried by me doing council stuff. Well, no, I mean they care. They do. It's just they're worried of who I'm working with to make this security. Because a lot of them are more along the lines of the, you know, peace at what cost. Whereas after my life, I've learned that sometimes the only thing that matters is the peace. Because it's war. It's always going to have a cost more than you wanted to have it, you know, take.
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole fucking point.
I get that. I mean, shit. Light Dragons all are about peace and like hippie crap, so I can get that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting peace, and there's nothing wrong with wanting a peaceful life, or hell, even trying to do things the right way and not the violent way, but it's the tool I got in the toolbox. What do you want from me?
You haven't found other ways to... I guess...
I mean, of course there's other ways. It's just, do they work? Like for example, with the cyber psycho army, I arrest them. Then what? Their brains are mashed potatoes in there. What? You can't rehabilitate them. Or if we have, even the fucking government that was trying to run experiments on them hasn't been able to do it. So what makes you think I'll be able to? I'm the one who just compared their brains to mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're asking a guy who knows how to fix a cartwheel to fix a drag racing car. This is wholly different games we're playing.
I might have lost context along the way. My bad.
Oh, I mean that's fine. That's what asking questions is for. Honestly, I don't mind explaining stuff.
Yeah.
Because frankly, I think that's the one thing I'm missing is just... I get in these thoughts in my head, and then people will not get it because they haven't gone through what I've gone through. But the issue is that some of the others who've gone what I've gone through are people like Carter and Jason. And frankly, if I gave them the full docket of what's going on and the full investment of what I've gotten to reach this point to where I want to work with the council, to where I rode with Malleus fucking McKay to a council meeting, they'd be right there with me. Or worse. So it's difficult to explain this because, and don't get me wrong, some of the Aegis people have been through horrible shit that I wouldn't wish on anybody. Let me make that part clear. But it's still difficult to explain where I'm coming from with this. It's like, fuck, I need 2 hands and half of a boot, potentially, to count the amount of orphans in Aegis' ranks. I'm one of them, practically. I mean, Mom's alive, but she was never in the picture. Dad was the one who died before I was born.
Did you get to know them at least?
Dad was a raider who hooked up with my mom because she was hot and wanted his drugs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then when she gave birth to me in penitentiary, they found my grandparents because both of them served in the Enclave War, so they were on record. And we're basically like, hey, newsflash, because I know you haven't heard from your daughter in like 3 years. She gave birth to a kid. Do you want her, or do you want to go through military selection school?
Oh.
And they were like, no, we'll take it. Jesus, okay. They still weren't ready. Grandma was still recovering from losing her daughter, and my grandpa was fucked from the start as far as any records I can find, so he was already not socially conditioned, and now with everything, with the one thing that supposedly gave him joy, he just snapped. So I never knew him as the man he was previously. maybe got like glimpses, you know, like how you might see a diamond in dirt, but you know, never the whole picture. It's kind of funny hearing about how they were before. It's almost a shame I came around.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, well, the stories of who they were before all this. Like, Grandma.
Oh boy.
You see, like, depicted in fiction all the time, but they lived it. She was like 6'3", tribal warrior woman, you know, fucking break someone's skull with a punch. And then there's fucking 5'6", scrawny bastard with a knife. Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Complete opposite ends of California. One was a criminal, the other one was the daughter of a tribal medicine woman. Somehow made it through the war, though, you know, not without their scars. Grandpa damn near lost his leg. Grandma lost one of her eyes. You know. They made it through. They loved each other. They had a kid. They settled down on, you know, reclaimed land. But, apparently their daughter just didn't really mesh with it. Born for the wrong world, left with the wrong guy. I came back, and then 20 years later, she came back. She being my mom.
Yeah.
I always joke about, you know, leaving school at 7, but in reality it was because times were tight and, you know, I was a growing boy to feed when, you know, they didn't really have the money for that anymore. So, yeah, up until the military, I didn't really get much of an education. Of course, not like I really knew that was ever a problem, because, you know, gotta put food on the table, boy.
Yeah.
You think that cardboard you're sleeping on was free? Well, yeah, shut the fuck up. Sorry, I just fucking rambled. I don't even know what brought this on. I think you might just be helping me decompress at this point, which I feel awful for. Well, no, there's just a part of me that just kind of... I don't know. I just felt I was meant for this. I've never really known a life outside of it.
Well, if you
Not
know...
to say that I wouldn't eventually want to, but, you know... It's kind of hard to leave.
If you know how to
you're already
help,
driving
then
on the road, it's kind of difficult to get off the car.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying if I know how to help.
Oh, hello.
Howdy.
Sorry.
I'm guessing I walked into a conversation of you talking about getting out of soldier life.
I mean, it ain't happening, but we were just talking about stress.
Yeah, family. Or lack thereof.
And Grandma tried. Grandpa just didn't know what the hell to do with me. I mean, I think that the worst part is I'm not sure I can blame him. Because, you know... I mean, genuinely, how do you... Like, if you were just going through your life and then just one day, like, when you were, you know, sitting there having that talk, someone in a suit walks up with, a 1-year-old in a blanket and says, "Hey, this is your kid, or your grandkid, rather. Do you want it?" I mean, that's a life-altering decision that you didn't even know was there until that person walked through that door with a child, or in my case, a grandchild, that is undeniably yours.
And then you also have to code, you also have to grapple with the fact of what that means if the child is being trusted in your hands. Well, I mean, in my case, it was simple. There's no one left.
In your case, it was simple, but in their case, it was the realization that you outlived your child.
Oh no. My mother was in prison. They wouldn't let me stay with her.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I mean, that's also a can of worms as it is.
prisons back home aren't daycares. No, she made fucking railroad lines for the NCR for 20 years.
Yeah. Well, sounds like a decently better story than mine.
A can of worms, ain't it?
Can of worms. Oh. Yep. I think I
Well, no,
mentioned
my
before.
story's the can of worms.
Oh yeah. I'm a fat can of worms myself.
I'll make no assumptions of yourself.
Let's just say I mentioned to you before. I don't have parents. I come from let's say I was
Like a clone?
I guess you could say that, but not really. I'm not natural, we'll say that. And trying to change from being that to now was, interesting. Grew up in a very sterile environment with not too great people, so.
Sounds like a lab.
Yeah.
I won't make assumptions.
I was essentially some smart kid's lab rat.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I think so. Yeah, I recognize you. I've seen you fight.
Nice. Got given some advice by a ranger buddy of mine. I'm not sure it would apply to you, but maybe it might. Because he was a ghoul. But I think you kind of heard that word thrown around once or twice. He was one of the few ones we had left that were before the war. So he knew life before the bombs dropped. And it was only because he basically got turned into a walking corpse that, because that's what a ghoul is. They're sustained by radiation. All their biological systems have failed. Only radiation keeps them alive at that point. I mean, basically, oh god, what was... It was after I got, my arms burnt, my face burnt and all that. He basically said that, for the first, couple decades, he'd look at himself and he was, shocked, horrified, or disgusted by whatever he found in the mirror. But every day, he found a way to be the person he wanted to be or to be the person he used to be. And I don't know. He just said that one day it just kind of came to him that fuck what he was on the outside. It was who he was. It was what his name was. Didn't matter that, 200 odd years before, he was some blonde-haired, fucking barrel-chinned weightlifter from fucking Lubbock. Now, wherever the fuck Lubbock is, now he's, got no hair and looks like a fucking zombie extra from your latest shitty horror movie. But hey, still still kills slavers and, protects the innocent every fucking day of his life for 220 goddamn years.
That's something to live by.
And everything I've heard about what you do on the side is just about what he did. Maybe on a shorter time scale and not looking like an extra in a shitty zombie movie. But, you know.
Yeah.
We all have our oddities. I look like someone took a fucking toaster to my head. And you're damn right it took a while to adjust to it.
And still a lady killer.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You could not be more wrong, Roderick.
Hey, look, women still scare me.
Really?
Hey, I fucking have fucking scars all up my fucking arms and on my back, and I'm still fucking. And look at me, I fucking got a fiance.
And no, I'm not actually afraid of women. I'm afraid of people flirting with me. Because I'm worried that they're either blind or they like me regardless of how I look. Both
Well, I
are
mean,
frightening possibilities.
Look at me, I'm with an alien who looks like a raptor, so like, I think.
I mean, there's some appeal in that. I mean, I've seen some avians, you know.
Avian?
Like a bird demi-human.
Oh. Wait, what?
Aren't like most dinosaurs descended from birds or some shit? Or the other way around?
I think so. I didn't think he looked bird though. He
Like,
looks
I thought
a...
raptors were like old day chickens, weren't they?
I'm not that old to know.
I don't know. Figure one of y'all got more education than the second grade.
Oh, like...
I think what he's trying to say is the fact that dinosaurs are, I guess you could say, the ancestors to most common day wildlife.
Yeah.
Some
Hey,
dinosaurs, I guess, evolved into modern day birds.
You got an education. Like a normal one. Mine was military
all
training.
3 years.
Military.
I mean, I got most of my education in active service, but it was like more. It was not like Spartan or fucking, you know. You only learn how to kill. What is learning to read? Fuck off. Stab this training dummy.
Mathematics and grammar and avionics.
They taught me how to be a functioning person. And not a farm laborer.
I mean, shit. I only learned how to read and write when I was 16. So, like...
Which I guess in the grand scale of things is a long time. I mean, by human years, that's, you know, a quarter to a third of your life. But as you said, you have a long time to consider this stuff.
Yeah. I mean... I look at age the same way humans do. It's just mine is longer. I mean, I was brought up around a lot of humans more than dragons, so obviously the way I view time is different.
Okay.
So for me, 16 is like the way you view it. Like that, to me, that's old to learn that kind of thing. Especially when like kids around me were learning that way earlier.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, we're learning that at 3 or 4.
Pretty much.
It's a bit different for synthetics.
I mean, I make no assumptions, but I kind of imagine some of that is just kind of out the box.
Well, you would think for us 5 years is nothing. It's a drop in the water. When you think of the grand scheme of things. In actuality, 5 years for us is well, a long time.
I was about to say, probably depends on the synth. Because, you know,
most
redundancy
synthetics
and all
for-
that is a thing.
For for most synthetics, I guess you could say, the more mass-produced. 4 to 5 years is about the lifespan before the next generation or the next thing to replace you is built.
Right. By the time you're 18 years,
You're about you're 4 times what your shelf life should have been. And we perceive time a little bit differently. We can compute and analyze data at such a high rate within just a couple of minutes compared to the human mind. A couple hours is God knows how much data we can process in that time.
But I guess at that point, you're just a candle that's burning twice as hot. You only burn half as long.
Yeah. Depending on, you know, the quality of, I guess, the software, the quality of your hardware, and so on and so forth. It's not unheard of for rampancy or degradation of the mind of the synthetic to happen. In my case, it's not as likely, but I've definitely had to have quite a few upgrades here and there over the years to keep up and be ahead of the curve. But it is really, I think, the only remaining original piece of me that exists is, is what you can consider my brain, which is the core.
Yeah, your original CPU.
Everything else is gone into place.
I imagine that's its own kind of hell in a way. As I remember Magpie, I think you've met Magpie, Veeva.
Lost her arm, and you know,
most of the meat rack was like, what do you mean? Just pop a new one in the socket. It's fine. I mean, it's not my arm, though. And most people kind of stopped at that point because they were like, oh, fuck. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, I would be kind of pissed if I lost an arm and someone said, nah, just the guy to your left's got an arm about the same size. Cut his off, stick it back on, and bingo.
It's the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the philosophical conundrum of the ship of Damocles. The ship of Theseus. Sorry, I'm mixing it up with the sword of Damocles. Something my creator taught me and my siblings way back when. The concept of there's a ship by the name of Theseus, and over the course of its life, every board has been replaced.
Is it still the same ship?
Yep. And then they add on to the question.
How do you surmise what makes a ship that ship? Is it the crew? Is it the materials it's made of? Is it the placard on the side that says its name? What happens if I stick the placard on that shelf? Is that shelf the ship of Theseus now?
You're catching on. There was always he would always like to argue that one, especially with me comparatively to my siblings. When he built us, he one time threw the curveball at me of, here's a new scenario. Here's the ship of Theseus that's replaced all of its parts. Now, here's that ship again with all the old broken parts put together.
Now, which one's the ship of Theseus?
And I answered him, they both were. They were a ship at different points of its life.
Except both existing at the same time in front of you.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Hello, patrons. There is 5 minutes remaining of the Wiccarium. Please.
Oh boy. We philosophized so much that we're about to get kicked out.
Once released within 5 minutes.
These are the kind of conversations I wish I had more of.
Apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed your stay.
Though I'm a soldier, it gets tiresome discussing tactics and experience and war. At a certain point, you grow for a more in-depth conversation. What's the soul? What are morals? Etc. etc.
When we get to that point, I just say, I don't know, it's probably the glowy bit in you. Fair. I do, thank you for your time, by the way.
Not good.
I know I did not give half as much input towards your situation as you did mine, but I hope it might at least help somewhat. If it doesn't, sorry, I guess, I don't know.
Nah, you're fine. I try to help out friends whenever I can. However I can. If you ever need someone to speak your worries to, I'm always ready to listen. Light Dragons have that kind of reputation.
I appreciate that. You used to have that much patience.
Well, we are immortals. Kinda need it.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you know the way out? I have no idea.
Yeah. Up this way. But, no, seriously though, yeah. I don't know what all you've been through, but, you know, standing as I am now, to where you are, I don't know everything about you, but from what I do know, you're a damn fine person. Granted, I also ran around with a bunch of fuckers pretending to be Romans, strapping people to telephone poles in the shapes of crosses.
Right.
So, I'm not saying that diminishes things. What I'm saying is, if you're saying that and thinking, or if I'm saying that and you're thinking, oh god, he doesn't know anything, I'm trying to keep that in mind for you, so that way you can counter with, I've never strapped some poor bastard to a telephone pole and nailed him to it.
Well, no, I haven't.
Well, then you're doing better than the Legion.
Level of care, but I don't know where you also draw the line.
It's not to say that's, you know, like...
questions.
To be fair,
What's the
my
word?
line is
Or the term, I don't know.
because I definitely stretch it a lot. Did Dylan want me to stay
anyway,
here?
I find it a
or
bit
outside?
silly to compare
she
one's
literally
experiences
said
and
to put it in one of
traumas
the
and
forms
say,
online.
this
She
is
said-
worse
said
than
exactly what I told you.
me, or you don't have it as bad as I do. It's like,
I said,
what's the
there's a
point in
reason we
that?
have that website, and it helps also that way if someone decides they need to modify their order.
Oh boy.
The way I view it, it's not condescending, because people can say all that, and then if they don't know the truth of the matter, then they're just kind of talking out their ass. That's why context is so important, but not everyone always tries to get it. So it just kind of turns into a shit show of assumptions.
Yeah.
Which is why I at least try to say, because again, you don't want to explain everything to me right now. That's why I'm coming from where I'm coming from. So that way, whenever you're ready to tell me, if ever, then maybe at least what I'm saying from my viewpoint makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to look at the ground so I don't die.
Uh-oh. Ever tried just focusing inward on yourself?
Well, if I look in that direction, the flux wants to eat me whole, so let's get moving, come on.
Okay. Actually, no, hold on. Let's go this way. I'm gonna go behind you.
Why?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the port rather than that, so we don't have to walk through that.
Right. Oh.
So yeah, just kind of face opposite from me, and then you're uh-oh.
If I look at the floor, it's fine. Keep my eyes on the ground.
I see. The fluxes of strange mistress.
Mm-hmm. Right, I'm good. Whew.
Yeah,
eventually
the port's a bit of a walk, but...
Someday I'm
Say
going to
again?
have to tell somebody about my, history. Tiberius already knows because we come from a similar background, like, I guess experience-wise. And I trust him with that kind of information. And if I ever join a place like, say, Aegis, I've thought about it, someone would have to know, for record's sake.
I have a feeling even people at Aegis are keeping their secrets.
Yeah. It's just, with my secret of what I actually
if
am.
it comes to a point for it... I mean, for medical records, yeah, we might be a little bit more intrusive, but that's because, I don't want to hit you with drug X when it turns out if I thought you were a white dragon and not a light dragon, it might kill you.
Yeah.
Just as, the most extreme example.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about dragons. I thought you were a white dragon at first.
I mean, that's fair.
Because, I'd never heard of a light dragon before.
And see, yeah, light dragons as it is are rare, but, my typical? My breed of light dragon is even more so. I don't even know if there's others of me. I know there were 2 before me, and then there was me. And I'm not quite sure since I left home. As far as I know, I'm the only one.
Here might be another way to think about things. I mean, you said it yourself. You were effectively an unwilling experiment, so...
Yeah.
Why do you call it home?
Because it's where I'm from. It's where I made some of my, most important memories, met most of, my important friends. And the village that I would visit, aside from the laboratory, is, what I hold dear to me.
Okay. I thought things were a little bit more different than that, so I was like, hey, let's not call the people who are capturing you your family. Let's not call your jail cell a home.
I don't consider them my family
Well, no,
anyway.
because I know people. Well, I mean, the issue is that I just know people who are like that, and I've had to lecture them like, no, your jailer is not your family.
It is a bit weird, though, when that line becomes blurred when they were the people that raised you. Like, yeah, they were shitty people, but they also gave me life, I always think of it this way.
I think there was always... Go on.
I always think of... like, the people who created me. Yes, they're very shitty people, and they shouldn't have done what they did. But if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be standing here right now talking to you. It's like, yes, bad things happen, and people do things for the wrong reason, but things happen for a reason, even if they're bad.
And I suppose by the same logic, I should be grateful for my grandparents for the meager life they did try to provide.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you got a meager life, kind of.
I guess that's one way to look at it. I mean, I'd argue my life didn't start until I joined the Rangers, because I was basically just manual labor.
I get that.
I mean, Grandma's primary contribution some days was making sure that Grandpa didn't beat me half to death, so...
I also understand that.
Because, you know, she only had one eye, but, you know, she could still deliver a good kick to his one good leg and leave him on the floor, whereby he'd get too drunk to get back up.
Yeah. I mean, shit, like you said, I get that too.
I don't know. I've learned to reconcile it without forgiving. Then again, maybe forgiving might have been the good first step to begin with.
Once you forgive, you can forget about it.
Suppose
But
that's
then
the way.
again, forgiveness isn't easy.
Amen, sister. Have you ever been to... never mind.
Have I ever been to...
Sorry, raised in the church. Occasionally you get that. Occasionally you get church speak where there should be normal speak. But yeah, this should take us down to Orlando, Saka, and then from there, I mean, I'm not sure if you have an apartment there or elsewhere, so I'll probably just take our leave whenever it need be.
So that's good.
Okay, yeah, this is the... That teleporter's a hell of a lot more convenient, so you don't need to walk 20 minutes to get back here. This one's good for leaving because it just takes you right down to Orlando, so...
Nice.
Either way. You have a good one. Thank you for listening to my bullshit.
No problem. Again, if you ever need a friend, I'm here. I have... You know, I can talk. Anyway.
I appreciate it. Man, I thought I'd be on for an hour. I was on for 3.
Hey. Would you like to see an avatar?
That's how it be sometimes. I'm gonna warn you right now, it might be best if we go to another world to do so. I am loading 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh shit, yeah.
6 people minimum right now.
Oof, fair enough. I mean,
I can go to my homeworld and just invite you. It's just the avatar
if you want to
testing
do
world.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Right now, the memory is like
Fucking West Islanders.
Yeah,
there we go.
What the fuck, you bitch?
Fucking West Islanders,
Bitch.
fucking Aussies.
Bitch.
Fucking,
Bitch.
yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, 1 in the afternoon, ass bitch.
2:12 actually, cunt.
Shit, 2:12. Damn. Wrong side of the country.
Yeah, East Coast, bitch.
What do you mean? You're all West Coast to me. Hey, yo!
I don't remember where you're from.
Oh, God. New Zealand. Ah. That's why I can make the West Island joke.
Yeah, you're right.
It's funny that the fucking Australians don't get it, and I'm just sitting there like, yes, we can get you with that. Oh, God. Fucking, what a day. I'm gonna have to fucking pass out in a bit. I got woken up to all kinds of fuckery this morning. Oh, God. Oh, the list of everyone's, the things we sell at the Wiccarium burns my eyes.
When you open the fucking, you open the list and it's just like white flashbang. I'm like, damn, where's my dark mode at?
I just got my invite from Xiaowen. I had to cut the
Where
comment
you off
short.
to?
Showing him an avatar so he doesn't have to load everybody in.
Ah, yeah, true. Fucking poor Sean on that internet. Go, have a good time. I'll catch you around at some point.
Catch you around. Are you going to Orlando at any point?
Huh?
Are you going to Orlando at any point? I think tomorrow, right?
I try to show up, whether or not I'm going. I don't normally go too much as Aether. I do a little bit, but it's either Aether, Lion, or fucking Schulte. So
Schulte.
depends. You
I
know.
would love
I'll
to
just
meet
hit on
Schulte
you-
as Viva.
I'll just hit on you constantly anyway, like, hi, how's it going? Look, do you want to just, come get a drink, sit down? My lap's wonderful this time of the year, extra comfortable.
It'd be really funny if Tiberius was there. He could sit in the corner and be like,
You can join in as well, I've got 2 legs.
would you be able to carry a Turian there?
Will I have a maths test?
Fuck it.
What do you mean maths? Well, I thought we were saying things we could both cheat on.
Oh, damn. Okay. Shit. I'm going.
See Sean, have a good one.
I'm gonna be going to bed soon.
Are you good? Jeez. Hola. As soon as you sent me the invite, I got stuck in conversation with Zemobi.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Australians are banding together.
He's from New Zealand, but, close enough.
The Commonwealthers are banding together.
Oh my goodness, look at the bean. Who this?
My new main avatar, my persona.
I see.
My legs are a bit fucked at the moment. I still have to figure out how to fix those.
I'm sure you can fix that.
I'll figure it out. What do you think, though?
I love that it's kept roughly the same hairstyle, though.
Yeah, the
That's
same
nice.
hairstyle as Viva. That's because I found this haircut, and then I was like, it's close enough to what I have in real life, kind of. And I use it for... Because again, Viva was
Makes
supposed to be
sense.
my persona, but then I turned her into a character, so... Whoops.
I know a few people have done similar, so it's kind of a it's a whoops.
It's a big whoops
Not
moment.
necessarily a bad thing, but for some people that separation is important.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm still recording.
'Cause,
Whoops.
If insults on their character turn into insults on them, and
Yeah.
it turns into a great big hoopla. Not that I think anyone's launched any insults Viva's way. That
No.
would be a little uncanny.
A lot of people call Viva pretty, if anything. And I did that on accident, so... Oops.